What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Good morning. Happy Saturday, January 4th, 2025. This is the first stream of three today here on the channel. We're going to whet our appetite with a little college hoops this morning. A battle of ranked teams. We've got the number 10 Kentucky Wildcats versus the number 6 Florida Gators in NCAA Men's College Basketball action. And Valhalla Sports Talk is up in here early here in the AZ, pushing 9 o'clock. This game is set to start at 9 a.m. Arizona time. That's 11 o'clock on the East Coast, 8 o'clock on the West Coast. And we got a good one to whet our appetite today. After this game, two NFL games today. Two NFL games on the channel. Both of the games that will be played today. We're going to start off at 2:30 my time with Cleveland versus Baltimore, the Browns versus the Ravens, and then later this evening, Bengals versus Steelers in the NFL. And all this leads up to tomorrow, a triple header on the channel. The Commanders versus Cowboys to start it off, Niners versus Cardinals, and then Vikings-Lions, that battle for the number 1 seed in the National Football Conference, and the battle for that first round bye in the postseason, and the battle for the NFC North title. So a busy day today, an even busier day tomorrow, and I thank you all for being here. If you are new and you like to reward the effort here, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and I appreciate all the support to start off 2025 here. Hopefully this can translate from the college football side into both college basketball and the NFL. And then the Dodgers are right around the corner. The Dodgers have been busy as well. Another signing yesterday of an international player from the KBL. So excited about that. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's take a quick look at the betting line for today's contest. It's coming up on your screen there. The Wildcats, the Kentucky Wildcats, shout out to the BBN, the Big Blue Nation. The Wildcats are favored by 3.5 in this one. Wildcats minus 165 on the money line. Gators plus 135. The over-under for total points scored is 165.5. Let me jump in the chat here and I'll give you my Valhalla Sports Talk Stone Cold Lock for today's game. All right, Chad. Let's take a quick look at the statistical and team comparison for these two teams. There we go. So it looks like stat leaders, Clayton Jr. leads the Gators, 17.2 points per game. Owa, 15.9 for the Wildcats. Assist leader is Clayton Jr. as well for the Gators. And Butler leads the Wildcats. You see points scored. The Gators are 71st in the nation, averaging 113.6 a contest. The Wildcats, 55th in the nation, 115.7. Rebounds per game, first. Florida first in the nation at 43.5. Kentucky 15th at 37.9. Field goal percentage, the Gators 86th in the nation at 47.3. The Wildcats 54th at 48.2. See our free throw percentages as well as the 3-point percentages. So Kentucky a little bit better free throw wise and 3-point wise as well. These are the team's 5 most recent games. Kentucky has gone 4-1 in the last 5, and the undefeated Gators 5-0.
When you have to play with the next man up mentality and the next man up is just as good as the man that went down, I have a lot more confidence in you. And you have a quarterback who's been there for 6 months and has commanded the offense in the bottom half of this season. So I'm taking Notre Dame as well.
Listen, I haven't had a single person say howdy in the chat here. Come on, y'all. Don't be shy. Jump in the chat. Let us know who you're repping in today's game.
We've seen it dip a bit. FanDuel has it at 5.5 right now.
This game will be shown on ESPN on your local television dial.
Spread. I don't like any of them, but after that Tennessee game, I think people have seen this Ohio State team's on a mission. This is a tough matchup against probably the second most talented team.
Just below the video, y'all, I've got a couple team jerseys and a couple hats
whatever it is right now.
from Fanatics affiliate links that are sitting there.
Which way are you going?
If you want to support the channel, that's one way to do that.
Last 2 weeks,
plus, you can get you some cool swag from Fanatics.
I'm taking them every day, twice on Sunday.
Yeah. All right. What about you, A-Mac?
Ohio State.
I love Ohio State right now, man. I think we are setting up for an Ohio State Notre Dame national championship game, and it's going to be epic. But like we heard from Chip Brown, it's going to be quite the Texas crowd in Arlington come Friday night. Thursday night, Orange Bowl, Penn State, Notre Dame. Friday night, Cotton Bowl, Texas, Ohio State. Enjoy the final non-playoff bowl game today right here on SiriusXM College Sports Radio.
SiriusXM is the destination for the best in podcasts. Get started on your 2025 resolutions with motivation and advice on the Mel Robbins Podcast. Focus on nutrition and mental health on the Huberman Lab. And listen to On Purpose with Jay Shetty to make mindfulness and wisdom a part of your everyday. Achieve your 2025 resolutions with SiriusXM Podcasts. SiriusXM Podcasts. Listen to all of these and so much more right now on the SiriusXM app.
Life insurance. What's your excuse for putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think your work coverage is enough? There's a lot of excuses for putting off life insurance, but one big reason why you shouldn't. If the unexpected were to happen to you, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' tuition, and all the other bills? In a time of grief, the last thing you would want is for your family to have to sell the house and struggle to survive financially. At Ethos, we could get you covered in just 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Rates can increase the longer you wait, so no more excuses. Take 10 minutes today and discover the modern way to get the life insurance coverage you need. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at startethos.com. That's startethos.com.
Chat, you can member up here on Valhalla Sports Talk for as little as $1. I try to do custom emojis for every stream that we do here on the channel. But for as little as $1, you can get access to those emojis and member-only content as well as member-only giveaways here on the channel.
World Stadium on February 2nd. Don't miss NFL legends, celebrity coaches, and unforgettable fan moments. The Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon, Sunday, February 2nd. Tickets are on sale at probowl.com/tickets. Get yours today.
Whether on the road or at home, your number one spot for college sports. Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
The following is a presentation of Sirius XM Sports.
Play responsibly. Remember, it's just a game.
Right corner, 3-ball, got it!
Tune into the UK Healthcare Mark Pope Show on the UK Sports Network. Join the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach, and head coach Mark Pope as they take questions from the Big Blue Nation.
Another three, got it! My goodness!
Join them at 6 p.m. every Monday night throughout the entire basketball season.
Just jammed it in on the putback.
Check your local listings for the UK Sports Network affiliate in your area.
Finished it with a left hand off the glass. Byron, Jarrett, Todd, Austin, Lucas Santos, the officiating crew. Wildcats lead the all-time series 110-42 in Lexington. It's 55-12 in favor of Kentucky, which is decked out in white, blue numerals and letters, 2 blue stripes down the left side of the uniform, and the Block UK logo at the bottom of the trunks on the right. For the Gators, it's royal blue with orange trim, orange numerals and letters. Kentucky will go right to left from our vantage point opposite the benches here in Rupp Arena. And the battle of the boards will be a big stat to follow today, Goose.
I tell you, it's going to be important right from the beginning because both teams want to get up and down the floor. Florida does a great job in their half-court defense, so for Kentucky, it's very important for them to get some transition baskets.
Kentucky's been out-rebounded in the last 2 games by Ohio State and Brown, but only 3 times all season. The Gators have out-rebounded their opponents in all but 3 games this season, and they are the number 1 rebounding team in the country. They average getting 46 of them a game, which gives them an average of 7 more possessions per game than their opponent. And that can be a big, big stat, and it's a stat that Kentucky typically would like to win. Williams and Chinyelu in the center circle, facing the crowd on the far side as the official gets ready to toss it up. Tap control by the Cats and went into front court. Different move there from Amari Williams. Tipped it ahead to
all right,
Robinson.
chat. We are
Butler's
synced
got
up
it
and
on the right.
underway
Man-to-man.
in number 6 Florida versus
right
number 10 Kentucky.
Dribbles once, hands it off to Robinson, going right baseline, back to Williams, throws it behind him to Carr. Carr goes across the top of the circle, moving left, pivots, throws it to Williams. Down in the right corner, it goes to Owe. Owe 15 feet out, bounce feed into Carr. Carr goes up, banks it up, no good, taps it out into the hands of Florida. And the Gators have their first possession after defending it well. Clayton on the point. Gives it to Condon. Back over to Clayton on the right side. Fake, slides left. Wide open 3. Rims out. No good. And the rebound taken away by Chinyelu, who puts it up and in. He wrestled it away from Carr and put it in off the glass to give the Gators the first bucket. Offensive rebound is key for the Gators. They get about 15 of them a game. Butler, top of the circle, drives down the lane. Reverse layup, hits the bottom of the rim and comes off to Florida. He couldn't quite get over to the right side. Good defense by the Gators again. Martin comes up the right side. The Florida Atlantic transfer looking to feed the post, but Condon has to come out high to take it. Condon dribbles over to the left wing. Trying to hand it back to Clayton. He has to float the pass out deep to get it to him. Clayton down the left sideline all the way to the corner. Reverses, throws it to Condon with 10 on the shot clock. Goes down the right side of the lane all the way to the baseline. Goes up, shoots, and it's blocked by Williams out of bounds with 4 on the shot clock.
Very good defense by the Cats that time down the floor. You saw the offensive rebound for Florida that led to 2 points. That's going to be most important.
They get it to Clayton in the right corner. Fires up a 3. Good. They had 4 seconds to get the shot off. Clayton inbounded the ball, got it right back.
Surprised he was able to get that cleanly in the corner.
5-0 Florida. Amari Williams dribbles over to the right side, loses the ball, and Florida's got it. Here comes Clayton up the right side. Slow start for the Cats. Clayton dribbling out deep on the right, guarded by Butler. Going to pull up with a quick 3. Missed it, no good. Chinyelu rebounds, but it's taken away from behind by Oweh. Well, Oweh up the middle of the floor. Goes down the lane, slides right, banks it up, won't go. Rebound Williams, pump fake, puts it up, goes in, he got fouled. Count the bucket. A 3-point play opportunity coming up for Amari Williams.
So Kentucky has to do some of that rebounding for them of their own, you know. I mean, good offensive rebound, good aggressive move to the basket by Oweh.
Fouls on Chinyelu. That's the first foul of the game. And Amari Williams at the line to try to complete a 3-point play. 64% shooter at the free throw line. And it's no good, but he'll get another one because Martin fell into the lane along the left side before Williams released the shot.
Yeah, that one had no chance of going, so let's hope he got a little bit of touch on this one and gets this one to fall.
One more shot. Good. He takes advantage of the do-over.
Yes, I usually do too. That second golfer is always pretty good.
Yeah, a mulligan at the free throw line.
Mulligan.
Here's Clayton sliding over to the left side. Moves inside the arc. Throws it back over his head to Condon for an open 3. No good off the back iron. And the rebound tapped out of bounds off the hand of Williams. Looked like he might have gotten shoved in the back by Chinyelu, and he couldn't get that other hand up.
Yeah, but he's gotten into this habit of going up with one hand.
Good point.
For these rebounds.
He's left-handed, and he goes with that left hand.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why it's happening like that.
Comes into Chinyelu in the right corner. Butler won't let him hand it back to Clayton this time. Chinyelu goes around Williams with a right-hand hook shot that rattles and stays in. Kind of went to his left and then pivoted back to the right-hand hook. 7-3 Florida.
Chad, it looks like the stat pull is a little slow. Happens sometimes with Yahoo. It'll catch up as the game goes on.
In and out, no good. And the rebound to Florida. Here comes Richard up the left side. Hands it off to Martin. Deep 3, thought about it, turns it down. Drives it against Carr. Pivots, throws it over to Condon, right of the lane, goes by Williams, puts it up, won't go, but he got fouled. Williams commits the first foul of the game against Kentucky. Condon, looking to attack the rim, was able to get his hip past Amari Williams, and that led to the foul call and 2 shots for Condon. This will be his 68th free throw attempt of the season, so he gets there a lot.
Yes, he does. He uses his body well. And he's quick for a 7-footer.
First shot, no good. Came up short of the basket. Brandon Garrison checking in for Amari Williams.
Chad, if you want to do me a solid,
you
can exit out of the chat and hit the like button. That helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Just to reward the work. Thank you so much.
Shot in the air. It's good. He gets 1 out of 2. Gators with an 8-3 lead. Butler works it into front court, guarded by Richard. Butler now deep on the right side, just standing and dribbling. Now he starts moving forward, goes across the circle, moving left, reverses it to Carr. He'll launch a 3, no good. Long rebound to the corner, chased down by Robinson, but he dribbled it on the sideline. He was trying to save it off the leg of Richardson, have it ricochet back out of bounds, but when Robinson ran down the ball, he was on the sideline.
Florida with some really good athletes in their starting 5. Quick off the dribble, quick in pursuit of the basketball.
Cats 1 for 6 to start the game. Here come the Gators up 8-3. Clayton floats over to the left, reverses it to Condon at the top. Dribble handoff to Martin. Martin goes down the right side of the lane, gets all the way to the rim to put it in. 4 different players have scored for the Gators. They lead it by 7, 10-3. Brandon Garrison dribbles over to the left side, hands it to Robinson. Robinson curls into the lane, goes for the rim, banks it up, and it goes in. Strong move to the hole by Brandon Robinson. 10-5. Florida's lead is a 5-point advantage. Condon dribbles over to his left toward the Kentucky bench, floats a pass out deep to Clayton. Clayton, guarded by Butler, works it down the left sideline, gives it to Condon, batted away by Owe, picked up by Butler. A steal for Kentucky, ahead to Robinson, left wing 3-ball, no good. Long rebound to Owe, and then it's lost out of bounds off the hand of Richard.
Should be Kentucky's ball.
And it is. Timeout on the floor, 15:45 left to play in this opening half. Florida 10 and Kentucky 5 on the UK Sports Network.
BBN Game Day. It's your weekly look inside UK athletics. Saturdays at 9 a.m. on LEX 18 and stations across the state. Check ukathletics.com/UK Sports Network for stations and times in your area. BBN Game Day.
Hey, Wildcat fans! Little Caesars, the home of hot and ready pizza, invites you to try our world-famous Crazy Bread with crazy sauce, Caesar wings, Italian cheese bread, and our new cookie dough brownie dessert. At Little Caesars, we begin each day with dough made fresh from scratch, fresh, never frozen cheese, and the tastiest toppings. Little Caesars is also a proud partner of UK Athletics and an enthusiastic member of Big Blue Nation. So go Cats!
Pizza. On the journey to quality, affordable health coverage, Connect can lead every Kentuckian to a world of great options, including low-cost and even no-cost plans. And with open enrollment ending on January 15th, you should get moving now. Whether you're continuing coverage or getting started, visit connect.ky.gov today, because it's the easiest path to a healthier life for you.
Chat, that line is changing. That line is changing. It's now the Gators getting 8.5 and the over-under 164.5.
Check ukathletics.com/UK Sports Network for stations and times in your area. BBN Game Day.
Today's broadcast here on the UK Sports Network, presented by Dairy Queen. When cravings come calling, DQ delivers. From iconic Blizzard treats and tasty chicken strip baskets to mouth-watering cheeseburgers, DQ. Happy, tastes good. And during the timeout, J.J. Weaver was recognized for winning the Freddie Solomon Community Service Award. And J.J. has been quite an example of good works off the field during his time with Kentucky football. On the court here for Kentucky basketball, Goose, Florida has forced Kentucky to miss 6 of its first 8 shots.
Yeah, that's a problem, obviously. But the real problem for Kentucky is when they have forced Florida to miss. And Florida has gotten 4 offensive rebounds, and they've cashed those in for 7 second-chance points. So just think about it. You rebound the basketball, take away those 7 points, and obviously it's a totally different ballgame thus far. So let's hope Kentucky comes out and focuses in on screening out and rebounding that basketball.
Amari Williams providing our Carosaurus Active Heart moment of the game. He got one of those rare offensive rebounds so far for Kentucky and put it back in the basket while getting fouled. And he missed the first free throw, but there was a lane violation on Florida. So on the second try, on the mulligan, he was able to sink it.
Chad, it's free to hit that like. It's free to hit the like. Just as I mentioned, get out of the chat, hit the like button, and come right back in.
We got you.
And then jump in the chat. Let's chat, y'all. Let's talk.
Left to play in the first half, and Kentucky will be inbounding the ball over in front of the Florida bench on the far side of the court.
You know, it's interesting with Florida how they work their bigs into the offensive scheme. I mean, I think both of those big guys who start for Florida understand if you're going to get points, you better get in there and rebound the basketball and put those back. And I think that obviously works really well for them. So, again, it just puts that emphasis on taking those bigs out of the game.
Chinyelu has 4 points and 2 rebounds here early. The Washington State transfer is 6'10", 260, so he is not easily moved.
And he had just 2 points in that game against Stetson, their last time out, so they don't look for him to score a lot.
Robinson will play it in for Kentucky. Kobe Brea has checked into the Kentucky lineup. Place of Otega Owe. Bounce pass to Carr is kicked by Martin on the feed from Butler, so Kentucky will put it back in play on the side again.
Kentucky running a little back screen on the weak side of the floor, trying to get Andrew Carr some opportunities right at the basket.
Robinson plays it into Butler. Butler out deep on the right side. Carr's got it, top of the circle. They leave him open. A three. Got it.
And that time the defense played him to go over that screen, so he just came out to the top and obviously was wide open.
That gets the crowd alive. Florida's lead cut to 2. Condon top of the key. Dribbles over to his left, looks for the backdoor cut to Clayton. It's not there, so Clayton has to come out, take the pass. Back to Condon on the pick and roll, gets in deep and puts it in. He got matched up against Butler in deep and took advantage of the size mismatch. Butler drives to the other end, out to Carr, another three. In and out this time, and the rebound to the Gators. Chinyelu falling out of bounds, but able to save it in to Martin. Here comes Florida. Clayton floats the pass into Condon. Condon left of the lane, working against Carr. Backs his way down. Jump hook. Goes off. No good. Rebound Chinyelu. Baby hook shot good on the putback.
He's just playing bully ball in there right now, just pushing Kentucky bigs around to get those second and third opportunities.
That is 9 second chance points, and the Gators have a 14-8 lead. Kobe Brea drives inside the arc down the lane over to Butler on the left wing. They swing it right side to Robinson. Robinson curls his way to the right elbow. Fall away 18-footers, an air ball, and Florida will have it. Kentucky struggling a bit offensively. Gators are able to get it in close for shots, and when they miss them, they rebound them and put them back in.
Well, Robinson is simply going to have to get going, because when he is going, it gets everyone else on the Kentucky team fired up as well.
Denzel Aberdeen checking in at the point for Florida. Thomas Houck is also in the game. Condon's got it out front. Condon dribbles to his left. Hits Aberdeen on a backdoor cut. Reverse layup, good. And he beat Jackson Robinson with a backdoor cut. And the Gators have a 16-8 lead after Kentucky had cut it to 2. Brandon Garrison works it to the left wing. Looks to hand it to Butler, but he can't. Butler can't get open, so Garrison has the ball knocked away, so he dribbles over to the right side, gives it off to Brea. Brea out beyond the arc, launches a long three, got it. 2 threes for Kentucky, 16-11 Gators. Florida with the basketball. Houck dribbles over to his right, hands it to Richard, back to Houck on the pick and roll, layup good. Wide open on the pick and roll, and Houck scores it right at the bucket.
Half-court execution for the Gators been huge.
18-11, Florida. Butler with a three, no good. Rebounded by Houck. Not many second chances for Kentucky. Here comes Florida up into front court. Houck straight away. Dribbles over to his left, can't hand it to Clayton, so he pivots and throws it to the right side to Condon. Condon dribbles down the lane, cut off, gets it out to Richard, comes into the lane, throws it out to Houck. Houck driving the lane, goes for the rim, hits the side of the backboard, but a foul called on the shot against Carr. It's his second. This will put Houck at the line for 2 shots.
I just like the way Florida set screens on that offensive end of the floor. They are setting screens to free people up, and Kentucky just not adjusting yet. They'll get better at it, but they are just not adjusting thus far.
Free throw good.
Checking in for the Gators is number 4, Sam Alexis.
Sam Alexis, transfer from Chattanooga, 6'8", 240.
Another strong guy.
He checks into the lineup in place of Condon. Houck's got one more shot, and he hits them both. Florida's lead up to 9 at 20-11. Under 13 to play here in this opening half. Carr, right of the circle. And there's a whistle away from the ball on Florida. A foul as Kobe Brea was trying to come off a screen, and Aberdeen called for holding him. That's his first, team second.
Well, you see how important it is for Kobe Brea to get some shots. I mean, Aberdeen grabbed him with both hands, just holding on to him.
Garrison
not let
and
him get
Carr
open.
go out. Williams and Almanor check in. Kentucky has, by percentage, 4 good three-point shooters out there on the floor right now. Robinson's got it down the right side of the lane, all the way to the baseline. Cut off, can't get a shot out to Almanor in the corner. 10 to shoot as he dribbles out front. Hits Butler cutting down the lane. He's cut off, he backs out, 7 to shoot. Couple of crossovers, goes to his right, double team, bounces it to Williams, who turns and scores.
I thought that was coming out.
Nice work by Butler to get in deep and then find an angle to hit Williams for the layup. 20-13 Florida. Aberdeen drives left of the lane, all the way to the baseline, cut off, pivots back into the paint, missed the shot. Good defense by Robinson, may have gotten a piece of it. Kentucky coming the other way. Butler stops out on the right wing as he comes into front court, standing and dribbling with his left hand. Now goes down the lane, cut off, pivots, throws it out to Robinson beyond the arc on the right side. 12 minutes to play in the first half, 12 to shoot as Robinson comes over on the left side. Robinson hits Williams, going down the lane, wide open dunk. 7 for Amari Williams. Cats have cut the lead to 5 at 20-15. They come to their feet at Rupp Arena in the SEC opener. Clayton back in the game. Passes to his right to Alexis. Alexis goes across the circle, moving left, gives it back to Clayton. Clayton slides left with a long three. That's good.
That's just a big-time shot. He was covered very well that time.
Clayton quiets the crowd. It's 23-15 Gators. Almanor, top of the key, off a screen. Missed it badly, rebounded by Clayton. It was wide right. Clayton up the middle of the floor. Slides to his left. Bounce pass to Houck for an open three. Got it. So that quickly, back-to-back threes, and the Gators reassert control with their biggest lead of the half at 26-15. 11 minutes to play, first half. Butler standing in front of Coach Golden on the right side. Goes all the way down to the right baseline. Cut off, throws it over to Brea. Wide open, left corner, 3-ball, money.
How'd that happen?
2 threes for Brea. 26-18 Gators. Clayton straight away, floats left, launches a 3, rims out. Rebounded by Williams for the Cats. 10:35 to play in the half. Butler up into front court. Florida up 8. Cats with the ball. Robinson goes down the left side of the lane, and a reach-in foul on Aberdeen. His second, team third. Timeout on the floor. The Gators 26, the Wildcats 18. 10:29 to play in the first half on the UK Sports Network.
Kick off the college football playoff with the chance to score a VIP trip to the 2025 National Championship in Atlanta from SiriusXM. Entering is easy. Just post a photo or video to Instagram showing your tailgate or watch party, tag and follow at SiriusXM College and include the hashtags TakeMeToTheCFP and SiriusXM Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Ends January the 5th, 2025. Visit SiriusXM.com/CFP2025 for official rules and complete entry instructions.
It's soccer's most thrilling league.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
And now every match is on the SiriusXM app.
So far, Chad, so far, Florida dominating in field goal percentage. And it's translated into a 26-18 lead here with 10:26 to go in the first half.
On SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
Kick off the college football playoff with the chance to score a VIP trip to the 2025 National Championship in Atlanta from SiriusXM. Entering is easy. Just post a photo or video to Instagram showing your tailgate or watch party, tag and follow at SiriusXM College and include the hashtags TakeMeToTheCFP and SiriusXM Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Ends January the 5th, 2025. Visit SiriusXM.com/CFP2025 for official rules and complete entry instructions.
26, Kentucky 18, 10:29 left first half. Check in with our Michelle Knezovic over next to the UK bench.
Well, guys, earlier this week was Kerr Kriisa's birthday, and there was a video posted on social media. His teammates surprised him in his house to celebrate his birthday. I mean, him being injured in the Gonzaga game, Mark Pope said earlier this week that he loves competing so much, and I don't think his life feels quite right now without him being able to compete. And earlier today, Tom, when you spoke to him, Coach mentioned the defensive intensity Kerr adds to this team, and you can tell they're missing that right now with this three-headed monster in those Florida guards. Guys?
Thanks, Michelle. Yes, without Kerr, Kentucky's not quite right. He gives them that energy she talked about offensively. Also can be a smart defensively with taking charges or just exhorting his teammates on getting a deflection. He's a guy that just kind of makes stuff happen when he's out there.
Well, he gives the team a confidence that Travis Perry doesn't bring. Now, Travis hopefully will get an opportunity here, and he's getting more and more, they're getting more and more confidence in him, but his experience is really, really big.
We're at the U.S. Bank broadcast table at Rupp Arena. U.S. Bank, put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Kentucky all across the country since 1863. Kentucky 7 of 17 from the field, but 3 of 9 at the three-point line. But the Gators are shooting 59% on 10 of 17, 3 of 7 threes, and several of those other 7 field goals have been the range from me to you.
Yes, you know, Florida has more offensive rebounds at 5 than Kentucky has total rebounds at 4. And again, looking at those second chance points, 9 for Florida. Now Kentucky's been able to cash in on their 2 offensive rebounds. They have 6 points to show for that, but it's not about that right now. It's about taking away some of those extra opportunities for Florida.
Corey Price, the stats guru and our stat man for UK football broadcast, posted a note this week about Florida having the 3rd best perfect record in an SEC matchup with Kentucky at Rupp Arena. Auburn came in at 17-0 in 1999. Vandy was 16-0 when they came in here in 2008. Both of those teams left with a loss, so Kentucky's trying to keep that trend going as Travis Perry has checked in at the point with Owe, Williams, Almanor, and Brea. Owe down on the left baseline, floats the pass out to Almanor, who gives it to Perry. Perry guarded by Aberdeen, gets it to Williams. He fakes the handoff and drives to the dunk, and it's blocked right at the rim by Chinyelu. And Florida's coming the other way. They get it up to Aberdeen, open left wing, 3, no good. Backside rebound claimed by Williams. Amari went for the dunk, Goose.
Yes, he did. I like that. Man-sized block.
Just nice defense by Chinyelu. Williams has got it back at the top of the circle. Pivots to his left, looking to hand it off to somebody. Nobody there, so he throws it back over the right side to Owe. Gives it to Almanor at the elbow. He hands it off to Perry, 10 to shoot. Perry into the lane, veers over to his left, throws it out to Brea, 6 to shoot. To Williams at 5. Williams hits Brea, cutting down the lane, but it's blocked by Chinyelu, picked up by Almanor, and the shot clock goes off. Almanor caught the ball off the block with less than a second on the shot clock.
For a big-time defense for the Gators in the paint. That's one reason why I thought it was going to be.
So I mentioned in the pregame chat that Florida was among the best in the nation at rebounding, and it's true today. 26-18, 9:32 to go in the first half.
Blows by his man, goes through the lane, gets to the rim, puts it in, and a foul. He took it right into the chest of the shot blocker, Halk, and negated his ability to block the shot.
Yeah, that's exactly how you have to play that. You know they're going for the blocks. So just accept it, offer up your body, and draw the contact, and you never know. You might finish that.
Owe with a chance to cut the lead to 5 with 9:24 to play in the first half. Free throw, good. He's on quite a streak. He made 13 out of 13 up at the Garden against Ohio State. As Perry goes out, Butler comes back in, and he didn't shoot one, Ortega, in the last game. So he's certainly dialed in at the free throw line, and that one closes the gap to 5. 26-21 Florida. Aberdeen bounces it to Halk, left of the circle. Halk passes right side to Chinyelu. He dribbles to the wing, hands it to Aberdeen. 15 on the shot clock. Aberdeen now in for Clayton on the point.
3.
And here's a foul away from the ball. And they're going to call it on Amari Williams of Kentucky, who was in a wrestling match with Chinyelu down in the low post. And it looked to me, Goose, like Chinyelu was using his hands to hold Amari back.
Well, that is true. But do they even have a 3-second violation anymore? I mean, they never.
Egmore's more like 6 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You got to get out of the paint when you're weigh 270. You got to clear it out for a guy.
Comes into Martin, open 3, right side, rims out, no good. Rebound to Kentucky. Butler throws it ahead to Brea. Brea down the right side, angles to the middle, can't get a look at a shot. Bounces it over to Almanor. Wide open right side, and he missed it badly. Follow dunk by Oway, sliding in off the left baseline. 5 straight for Otega Oway. Here comes that Rump Arena crowd. Richard out deep on the right side. Slides right, launches up a 3, rattles out, no good. Rebound to Kentucky.
Oway just taking over the game right now.
Oway took the rebound down, takes it into front court. He's in the circle, gives it left side to Almanor. Almanor looking to get it to Butler, couldn't. Out to Brea, deep 3. Got it! It's tied at 26.
Wow. Just keep working.
11 straight for the Cats, 3 threes for Brea. Condon dribbles left, gives it out to Martin. Martin moves inside the arc, down to the baseline, cut off by Oway. Bounce pass is stolen by Almanor as he tried to bounce it out to the high post to Condon. Back in the hands of Oway, Kentucky could take its first lead on this trip. Under 8 to play in the first half. Butler gets by his man, goes along the baseline, can't get a shot, throws it out to Oway at the top. Oway down the right side of the lane, angles right, banks it up, and in!
It's the double O show. It's the double O show right now.
Oway all the way to the hole. 28-26, Kentucky leads. Richard, right side, 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Almanor. Cats with the ball up 2. Butler, right side. Tries to drive, cut off, spins, passes out top to Williams. 7:20 to play in the half. Oway, right side, 3 ball. Got it! Don't touch him, you'll get burned! 7:15 to play, timeout Gators. Kentucky has run off 16 straight points, Jack.
Wow, it's amazing.
Kentucky is 16-0 run to take the lead, 31-26, and Rupp Arena is on fire.
If we're going to get going as a team, and you just love that when it happens, Tom.
Our key scholarship key play of the game, it was the 3-point play coming out of a timeout by Oway. He followed it up with another basket. And he has been the spark in this 16-0 run for Kentucky since 1999. $532 million in scholarships and grants funded by lottery proceeds have been used right here at UK. The Kentucky Lottery truly is fueling imagination and funding education.
Tom, at that last timeout, not now, but before, Florida
Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Again, please do me a favor. Exit out of the chat. Give the stream a like. I'm trying to compete against these folks that are showing the game against the YouTube terms of service. But hit that like. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Gets me up in the search. And we get more of a crowd in here. But wow, Kentucky comes all the way back. And now they've got a 31-26 lead.
Easier flow on the offense, man. It's going to continue to be the biggest factor in this game.
One way to get minutes today is just rebound the basketball.
Just rebound it, man, because, and I'm talking about more on the defensive end of the floor, because it takes away those second chance opportunities that Florida had cashed in on. And you got opportunities on the other end.
Today's game is presented by Dairy Queen. When cravings come calling, DQ delivers. From iconic Blizzard treats and tasty chicken strip baskets to mouth-watering cheeseburgers, DQ, happy tastes good. 7:15 left to play here in this first half. Kentucky was down 26-15, Florida's biggest lead of the half. And now the Wildcats are in front, 31-26, and Florida getting a little rattled for the first time.
Well, and another thing I like that Kentucky has done a better job of is challenging shots at the three-point line. Florida knocked down a couple early, and they've made 3 for the game, but they haven't made one here lately because Kentucky is challenging.
Again, chat, again, I've got some affiliate links below the video. You can get you some swag for your favorite team from Fanatics. A couple jerseys for the Wildcats and a couple hats. Also some Florida gear as well. So that helps out the channel as well. If you purchase something there from Fanatics, I get a little piece there. But thank you so much for being here today. Encouraging morning. Kentucky, Florida, battle of two ranked teams, two top 10 teams in NCAA men's basketball.
Vandy is at LSU, Oklahoma at Alabama, Texas is at Texas A&M. The only game in that list of matchups that doesn't involve a ranked team is Vandy at LSU.
Yeah, boy, it's just one of those years, Tom.
Garrison, Owe, Carr, Brea, and Butler on the floor for Kentucky. Clayton back in the game for the Gators.
Yeah, you knew they would bring Clayton back. He's a big factor here.
Florida has its starting five on the floor. Richard, left side, over to Chinyelu at the top. He dribbles right, hands it off to Martin. Martin drives it on Owe, goes left, now comes back to his right hand. Pivots, can't get a shot, throws it out to Condon, 10 to shoot. They've got it to Howard, deep on the left, out to Condon. He'll shoot a three. It's no good. And the rebound to Chinyelu. Got it on the right block. Going to try to work his way up against Garrison and puts it in over
he's
Garrison.
A man. He's a man.
Yes, he is. He just wrestled that ball away from Garrison. 31-28. That's 8 points for Chinyelu. He only averages 5. Garrison dribbles to his right. Now turns and throws it back out front to Carr. Carr hands it to Brea. Brea, deep left, going to shoot a three.
No, too much
Missed
open.
That one.
He just
tapped
too
up
wide
by Garrison,
open.
no good, and it's rebounded by the Gators.
He was too wide open, man.
Clayton up the left side. Butler picks him up as he comes into front court. Clayton gets all the way down the right side of the lane, flips up a runner that won't go, but Butler called for the foul. That was just good defense. Butler's
it was
first.
Good defense. He played him well. Was a little body contact, but that's happening on both ends of the floor. But the real key is that's number one for Lamont Butler. And you don't have to take him out of the game now unless you want to.
Fourth foul on Kentucky. Clayton at the line. It's good. Almost popped out. He didn't miss many. He's a 91% shooter. Jackson Robinson and Travis Perry check in. Butler and Owe go out.
You know, right there, that move for Mark Pope and the studying that those guys do.
Sack was no good. Rebounded by Carr.
Is Lamont kind of picks up fouls back-to-back really quickly.
Good
so
point.
get him out and have him the last 3 minutes of this half.
Outstanding point. Here's Carr feeding Garrison down low, scores, and a foul on Chinyelu. Garrison will have a shot at a three-point play. Chinyelu picking up his second foul.
Yeah, just a good aggressive cut to the basket by Garrison. He just dropped his head, faked one direction, Tom, and got a good pass delivered to him to force the foul.
The cuts and the good passes have led already to 2 and 1s. This could be the third to go along with 5 3-point baskets. So
yes.
Kentucky will have had 8 trips. Well, make it 7 as Garrison misses. Condon rebounds for Florida. 7 trips down the floor where they had a 3-point possession.
Yes. Watch the long rebounds.
33-29. Down low, Richard on a backdoor cut makes the catch right under the basket, but he missed the shot. He was right underneath the basket, and he angled out and flipped up a little baby hook shot that came up short. 33-29 Kentucky. Cats with the ball. 5:38 to play. Here's Perry out deep on the left side, holding the ball down at his waist. Gives it out front to Brea. 12 on the shot clock. Brea gets inside the arc. Steps back, can't get a shot, throws it to Carr on the left wing. 5 to shoot. Carr dribbles over to his right, hits to Robinson on a backdoor cut. Out to Brea, quick three, good! Left corner, Kobe Brea has 4 first-half three-pointers.
See, he has to have some pressure on him, Tom, to focus in and make that thing.
You may be onto something. Martin, right of the circle, 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Condon, in a crowd of 3 white jerseys. He came down with it, throws it back out to Martin. Martin hands it to Condon. Condon dribbles over to the left. Hands it to Clayton. Clayton back to Condon on the pick and roll. Scores and a foul.
Yeah.
Florida with a chance for an and one.
And, Tom, I'll make this point again. Brea picks up the foul. Florida is setting screens to get people open. And what that means is it forces a switch. And every time there's been a switch coming out of that high screen and roll, Florida's been able to attack the basket.
Alex Condon, 6'11", sophomore. 1 for 2 at the line. Missed it. Rebounded by Garrison. 36-31 Kentucky. 4:50 to play in the half. Travis Perry picked up by Martin as he comes into front court. Perry working his way down that right sideline. Throws it out to the midcourt line to Garrison. Garrison goes right, and the ball is kicked as he tried to fire a pass to Robinson on a backdoor cut along the right baseline. So Kentucky will play it in down on that right baseline with 20 seconds back on the shot clock.
Yeah, with Travis Perry out there, he just wants to do what he's doing, man. Just keep that offense moving.
Well, against Brown the other day, he played a season high 13 minutes, didn't have a turnover.
Didn't have a turnover. Just keep that offense moving.
Robinson plays it into Carr, who throws it out deep to Perry. Perry floats it to Garrison, gives it back to Perry. Perry slides right, a three, no good. Rebounded by Condon.
Good shot. Good
Had
shot.
A good look.
I like that.
Had gone down for him. Florida's got it in front court. Clayton slides right, quick three, got it.
Yeah, he's so good.
He just read the game very well. Saw a chance to get an open look, and he seized the opportunity. Shot it off the bounce. 36-34 Kentucky. Brea out deep on the right side. He already has 4 threes. Drives inside the arc. Goes in deep. Left-hand leaner. Good.
Yes. Yeah, they're going to come out there and try to chase him off the line, so he has to be creative.
38-34 Kentucky. That's 14 for Brea. Hauk at the top, fires a one-handed pass to the corner to Richard, fakes the three, drives baseline, missed the shot, but a foul called on Kentucky's Brandon Garrison. And that's his first and the team's fifth. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming up for Richard. 3:46 left first half. Timeout on the floor. Kentucky leads Florida 38-34 on the UK Sports Network.
Whoa, 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 Dave. Before you use that post hole digger, where's your gas line? And where's your wallet? Because you hit a gas line and it's going to cost you. Not to mention that it's also very dangerous. Okay, now, where's your phone? Good. Call 811 before you dig. One call, and you'll know where to dig every time. So call 811. No problems, no accident, no fines. Oh, and it's the law.
Hey, BBN, Coach Pope here. Our program's mentality is relentless 24/7 work. Total dedication every day. It's what it takes to raise banners. And it's what it takes to tackle the Commonwealth's biggest healthcare challenges. Big Blue determination. It's why UK Healthcare is the #1 hospital in Kentucky and the official healthcare partner of UK Athletics.
Every bank claims to have great customer service. But at Republic Bank, you don't have to take our word for it. According to a recent customer
All right, chat,
satisfaction
we've got
study by the
3:46 remaining in the first half of this game. Kentucky with a 38-34 lead. Florida was up big early in this one. Kentucky came back, found the three ball, and increased that shooting percentage. And so now we got a good one, y'all. We're headed to the half quickly. Again, Kentucky 38, Florida 34.
Watch BBN Game Day all season long. The show airs Saturday mornings at 9 on WLAX here in Lexington. Check UKathletics.com/UK Sports Network for TV affiliates and times in your area. Fans outside the state can also watch at UKathletics.com/videos or on the Kentucky Wildcats Facebook page. Kentucky 38, Florida 34. Gators had an 11-point lead midway through this first half before Kentucky ran off 16 straight. A run sparked by the play of Otega Owe. He's got 10, but the leading scorer for Kentucky's Kobe Brea. Goose with 14 points, 4 3-point baskets.
He is playing with so much energy right now. And I like the way he is pursuing his shots. Florida, wants to chase him off of the three-point line. And if they could, they would want to make sure he does not even catch the ball. But he's been able to get some good screens from his teammates, which has given him just enough space. And he has a quick trigger, just enough space to get the shot off.
Walter Clayton is the leading scorer for the Gators with 10 points. He's made 3 of 6 shots, and all of those shots have been at the three-point line. Kentucky comfortable here in front of this heavily partisan BBN crowd. never got rattled when they got down 11.
I was looking at their faces, and I was trying to see a little bit of that uncomfortable feeling that you're talking about right there, but I never did see it. I saw a lot of confidence, even in spite of Florida playing such good basketball early in this one. But yeah, veteran teams, man, that's the way they are supposed to respond to situations like that, and that's just what Kentucky did.
When you factor in the value of the three-point shot, there's a stat called effective field goal percentage, and Florida allows its opponents only to shoot 42% in that stat. Kentucky right now is shooting 50% overall and considerably higher when you factor in the 6 3-pointers they've made. Free throw, Martin, good. He's the transfer from Florida Atlantic, played against Lamont Butler in the Final Four in 2023 and had 26 points in that game. Got one more shot coming. And it rattles around and comes off into the hands of Garrison. Florida having a few issues at the free throw line, and Kentucky's got it in front court. Butler back at the point. Out deep on that right side. Now he walks it toward the middle of the floor. Floats a pass to Amari Williams. Hits nice. Robinson wide open.
Well, what a cut. And you talk about screens freeing people up. Andrew Carr, great screen.
40-35 Kentucky. Clayton right side. Throws it over his shoulder out front to Houck. It goes left side to Martin. Martin trying to drive it against Butler. Slides left, shoots a three that's good.
Again, the mismatch. The forced screen gives Florida an advantage. Excuse me, the forced switch.
Here we go. Florida trying to come back here. They've got the lead down to 2, 40-38 in favor of the Wildcats. 3:01 to go in the first half.
Owe has it taken away from him by Martin, and then a foul on Amari Williams.
Good foul.
Well, not really, because he's got 3.
Well, oh, no, I didn't know that.
Reach in there a long way from the basket.
Well, it takes away the fast break, which Florida was going to have. That's why I said a good foul. And that would have been a dunk on the other end, which gets the Florida Florida team more fired up. But, boy, you hate to see that third foul.
Yeah, Murray already had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's having a nice first half stat line. So Martin's at the line. 7 fouls on Kentucky, so it's 1 and a bonus for Martin, and 82% shooters, 1 out of 2 today. Nope. And he missed it. Rebounded by Garrison. Butler comes into front court in a hurry, gets tripped up by Martin, and may end up with a floor burn as he went sliding across the court. Martin picks up his first 6 on the Gators.
Yeah, that hurts in a lot of ways, man. You hit the ground hard, then you
So, Chad, at the half, Chad, I'll be scrolling down on the screen here, and for those of you that have, bets, parlays going on, you'll be able to see the individual player stats and the team stats at the half.
On the right side to Garrison, bounce feed down the car, and a foul on Houck, who picks up his second. That's 7 on the Gators, so this will put Carr at the line for the 1-and-1. But Carr, you mentioned the strong screen a moment ago. That was a really strong post-up as he had Houck buried under the basket.
Yeah, that's a design play. Andrew Carr's really, really good in the paint with his back to the basket. Matter of fact, he's probably the most effective player there for Kentucky. So good job posting up. And by the way, that was a pretty good pass from Garrison because it was at a...
Free throw's no good, and the rebound to the Gators.
It's at a difficult angle.
Carr's an 80% shooter. He didn't miss many, but empty trip for Kentucky. They lead at 40-38, 2:30 to play in the half. Martin straight away between the circles, guarded by Butler. Drives on him, knocked away by Butler. It's loose on the floor. Martin comes up with it. They get it to the left corner. Richard driving, reverse layup, good. Florida won the 50-50 ball, and it leads to a basket, and it's a tie game at 40. Robinson, right side, 3-ball, good.
Oh, he needed that, Tom.
Kentucky retakes the lead.
He needs 1 or 2 more of those before the half.
43-40 Cats. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Condon dribbles down the right side, hands it off to Martin. He'll shoot a long 3, and it comes off no good. And the rebound lost out of bounds off the hand of Alexis Martin, coming in having missed 19 of his last 24 3-point shots. So he's in a bit of a struggle mode right now as Alexis goes out, and Chinyalu checks back in. noteworthy that he is now playing with 2 fouls.
Yeah.
Try to go at him a little bit, maybe.
You do. You want to run something right at him, and I think that's what Mark is telling Brandon Garrison. Be aggressive here.
Carr right of the circle. Looking into the paint, can't find anybody. Gets it to Robinson. High post jumper, good.
Yeah, he needed a couple of those, Tom.
He came off a screen wide open at the free throw line. Steal by Butler. Butler going the other way. Puts it in and a foul on Condon.
Yes.
Butler comes up a little gimpy, but he made a beautiful move, Goose, because he leaned his body, the right side of his body, into Condon's body, kind of buried him under the basket and was able to flip up the shot with his left hand.
Give your body up, man. Sometimes you just have to do that, Tom. You know the guy is coming. You feel it. And now you have to make a decision. Man, he's coming at me. I got to try to avoid this guy. Or you make the decision that Lamont Butler just did. Jump right into him and give the officials no choice but to blow the whistle.
Pretty impressive first basket of the game, and he completes the three-point play. Butler makes it 48-40 Kentucky. Minute and a half to play in this first half. Florida in front court. Howard dribbles over to the left side and hands it to Clayton. Clayton fakes right, goes left, but he can't shake Butler.
Double
Clayton,
dribble.
double dribble.
Double dribble. Oh, man.
He just, he's going to protest that somebody hit the ball.
No.
But it sure looked like he just forgot where he was, what had happened, and he just dribbled again.
He was either going to travel or he had to dribble the ball because he was leaning, and that pivot foot had already just drug along the floor a little bit.
That was all Lamont Butler's defense right there. 48-40 Kentucky. Cats with the ball. Off the Florida turnover. Garrison dribbles over to his right. He hands it to Butler. Couple of steps beyond the arc with 12 to shoot it. Butler with 9 on the shot clock. Comes into the circle. Step back. 16-footer. Money! 50-40. Cats' biggest lead of the first half. And here's a whistle away from the ball. And it's going to be on the matchup inside. Garrison's going to get called. He was mixing it up with Chinyelu, who I at first thought was going to get called for the foul, but it's Garrison who picks up his second. This will put Chinyelu on the line, but he's only a 55% free throw shooter.
Well, and I like that Garrison is not backing down, man. I mean, listen, he's outweighed by about 30 pounds right in that matchup, but he's not backing down, which is great.
Chinyelu looking at a healthy number of UK students who are in the section down behind the basket, puts it in for his 9th point. And here comes Carr in, and Garrison with those 2 fouls will go out. Amari Williams on the bench with 3. Garrison has 2, so Kentucky racking up fouls at the 5 spot.
Kind of surprised Florida not making a change and getting their big guy Chinyelu out of the game.
He's got one more shot here.
I mean, you have 47 seconds.
He hits it, and he may be going out now.
Well, yeah, they are.
Yep,
They're making that move. Late call off the bench, but, you know, he's done what he needed to do. He's gotten a couple points and shut down Kentucky inside just a little bit.
50-42 Kentucky. 40 seconds to play in the half. Butler, middle of the floor, puts it between his legs. Passes left to Carr. Carr goes into the lane. Hands it off to Owe coming down the paint. Shots blocked by Condon. Follow tap, no good, but a foul on the Gators. Carr attacked the rim on the missed shot, and he got fouled by Clayton of Florida. His first 9 on the Gators. 2 shots coming here for Carr.
And again, Tom, give Ortega Owe a lot of credit with how aggressively he took the ball to the basket. Florida had to come. And that's when Carr got the opportunity.
Carr misses. He's 0 for 2 today. Has played his best basketball in the big wins over Duke and Gonzaga, averaging 18 points in those 2 games, but looking for just his 4th point here in this first half. And it comes off no good. Rebounded by Condon.
What?
Empty
Offense,
trip for Kentucky.
Mental, man. It's crazy. It gets in your head, and all of a sudden it's like, what is a free throw?
18 seconds to play as Clayton stands and dribbles 1 step across the midcourt line.
No
Looking into
threes.
the eyes of Butler.
No
12
threes
seconds.
here.
Clayton walks it to the middle of the floor. 8 seconds to shoot. Goes right. Puts it behind his back and loses the ball. And Butler's got it going the other way. Butler drives it. Clayton puts it up and in. Butler as the buzzer sounds.
What a
ending
way
the
to
first
end it.
half.
Wow.
Gives Kentucky a spark in these final minutes and a 10-point lead at the break. Kentucky 52, Florida 42, as our Michelle Knezovic is over on the far side of the court and waiting for a chance to catch Coach Mark Pope, who's having a little bit of an extended conversation with one of his players, Brandon Garrison, before heading to the locker room. Now, Coach Pope with Michelle.
Coach, Kobe and Otega with huge sparks for you in the first half. How will you keep them going in the second?
Mostly it's us having some presence on the glass and then us not letting them get to the middle of the floor. Those are the things we struggle with a lot in the first 7 minutes, and the guys did a great job responding.
Huge physical game. What will be the message to the whole team in the locker room?
Just love it. Like, when you get in a physical battle like this, it's interesting. It's not about anger. It's about love, man. How much you love competing, and our guys love to compete.
Thanks, Coach. Up next, scores around the league on the UK Sports Network.
All right, chat. All right. We're at the half for Kentucky, Florida. Kentucky with a 52-42 lead at the half. I'm going to scroll down on your screen here and we'll show you the individual and team stats for this game as well as the current betting line. But I want to thank you all for actually a pretty decent first half stream. Obviously, as I mentioned before, I am competing against these folks that are violating YouTube's terms of service and showing the actual game. But it is what it is. I'd sure like to see what it looked like if we were competing even Steven. But if you're new, I got 95% of the people that are in these streams do not subscribe to the channel. So if you could do me a solid for the effort, please hit that subscribe button. And as I mentioned, exit out of the chat and hit that like button too. That really helps me with the YouTube algorithm, gets me up in the search term. But let's take a look at the first half stats for Kentucky versus Florida. All right, so the current betting line has moved now. Kentucky is favored by 7.5 points. The over-under has moved up to 181.5. Here are your individual player stats for Florida. Two players with 10. But for those of you that are working on parlays or just straight up bets, those are the individual player stats for the Florida Gators here after one half from Rupp Arena in Kentucky. All right, now the Wildcats. Their leading scorer with 14. It is Garrison. Actually, Bray with 14. And as I mentioned before, below the video, y'all, we have affiliate links for Fanatics. If you're a Kentucky or a Florida fan, I got a couple jerseys that I selected there and a couple hats, I believe. So check those out. Now let's bring this back up to the top, and I'll take a quick little break before the second half. But Kentucky leads at 52-42 at the half. Florida's undefeated record on the line. Wes Woolworth, thank you so much for the subscription.
Oweh, who sparked the 16-0 run midway through the first half that turned the game in Kentucky's favor. 9 points for Robinson, 7 each for Williams and Butler, 3 for Carr, 2 for Garrison. Clayton leads Florida with 10. Kentucky leads the Gators 52-42 at the half. First half stats, a service of Toyota here on the UK Sports Network.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
Hi, I'm Jira. I am a team leader at Chick-fil-A. To me, the A in Chick-fil-A is a smile. I want to give the guests a little encouragement, maybe just a little joke that makes them laugh when they come through the drive-thru.
The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Real team member paid for their testimonial. What does being part of this community mean to Coach Mark Pope?
For me, being part of this community means having common goals, working together to achieve those goals to make things better for everyone around you. Central Bank's been doing that since 1946.
Central Bank is proud to be part of this community and proud to be the official bank of UK Athletics. Central Bank, member FDIC.
My primary care provider helps me make better decisions about my physical and mental health.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns. And most insurance companies don't charge you for having annual wellness checks.
With them, I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider, but if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Visit chistjosephhealth.org to find a primary care provider.
Hey, Big Biscuit Nation. Biscuit Belly, a chef-driven, fast-casual brunch restaurant focused on over-the-top, made-from-scratch biscuit sandwiches, is your go-to spot for breakfast and brunch in Lexington. Known for their biscuits, brunch, and booze, there's something for everyone on the menu. Now serving Lexington with 2 locations. Visit us at 652 East Main Street downtown or head on over to Masterson Station at 112 Lucille Drive. Go Cats and go Big Biscuits.
Kentucky leading by 10 at the break. Time to see what's going on around campus with UK at the half.
As a new year begins, University of Kentucky President Eli Capilouto plans on building upon the momentum of 2024.
We continue our ascent in serving Kentucky. Whatever is put in front of us, we find a way to succeed. We're never entirely satisfied. And that's within the soul and character of the community that comes here every day to serve.
That spirit was on full display at the December commencement ceremonies.
We have 10,000 more students on our campus than we did, 15 years ago. So we are preparing a workforce for Kentucky.
In October, UK's Board of Trustees directed Capilouto to further accelerate the university's impact. The idea is that for Kentucky's growing economy to flourish, this state needs more skilled workers to fill these new roles, which means more must be done to improve the overall health and well-being of the Commonwealth.
Thanks to the support of our Board of Trustees, all those who came before us, the University of Kentucky has a remarkable and unique assembly of, I guess you could say, assets that can make us a very positive force on improving the health of Kentuckians. Through partnerships, we've been able to make a difference. Uniquely, as a land-grant institution, we have this array of entities and organizations and partnerships, and our board says we need to capitalize on all that. They said, go out and do what we need to do so that we're going to be recognized as the university in the country that best advance the health of its people. So that's what they've told us to do.
Capilouto is confident the UK community will come together to achieve this ambitious goal.
I think back over the last decade, the things Pope likes to say, I heard him in the locker room after the Duke game, it's about us, not about the individual. Us. Takes everybody.
For UK at the Half, I'm Amy Jones-Timoney.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the UK Sports Network. 42 back in just a moment here on the UK Sports Network.
Hear every game of the college football playoff on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app. Today at 4 Eastern, it's Georgia.
Touchdown! Fireworks! The Dogs take the lead.
And Notre Dame.
Reardon's there! Back left corner! He caught it! Touchdown! And the Irish are back in front.
Facing off in the Sugar Bowl. Hear the Bulldogs call on Channel 84. The Fighting Irish broadcast is on Channel 81. And listen to the ESPN radio announcers on Channel 80.
Are you ready to thrive in 2025? Kickstart your personal upgrade on the SiriusXM app with our collection of top self-improvement podcasts.
The Mel Robbins Podcast.
The Ramsey Show.
Ask Eliza anything.
Soundtracks for meditation.
Learn and grow on a daily basis.
Genre-spanning workout channels and more.
Soul Cycle Radio.
I work out. Just search 2025 on the SiriusXM app.
Kick off the college football playoff with the chance to score a VIP trip to the 2025 National Championship in Atlanta from SiriusXM. Entering is easy. Just post a photo or video to Instagram showing your tailgate or watch party, tag and follow at SiriusXM College and include the hashtags TakeMeToTheCFP and SiriusXM Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Ends January the 5th, 2025. Visit SiriusXM.com/CFP2025 for official rules and complete entry instructions.
Sports Grid Radio on SiriusXM has you covered this NFL season.
It all comes down to this in the NFC North. Sam Darnold and the Vikings go into Detroit to take on Jared Goff and the Lions with everything on the line. Will the Lions repeat as NFC North champions, or can the Vikings take back the throne? Make sure you tune in to Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the latest.
The place to get the winning edge over the sports books this football season is Sports Grid Radio. Channel 159 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
The Central Bank SEC Scoreboard.
Welcome back to halftime coverage. Kentucky leading Florida 52-42, looking for their third AP Top 10 win of the year on the SEC Conference Play opener. One other game happening right now. The next opponent for the Cats, Georgia, visiting Ole Miss. Early 5-4 lead for the Rebs. Georgia trying to move to 13-1.
All right, chat. We are coming up to the end of halftime.
It's number 23 Arkansas
in this top 10 matchup between the Florida Gators and the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky
1 o'clock later on this
with the 10-point lead.
11-2.
The first half started out with Florida shooting lights out.
Number 1 victory
from the field, and Kentucky chopped down that wood, chopped it down, and came back, and then eventually took the lead and pushed that lead to 10 just before the half. But I want to thank you for being here. Again, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button and give the video a like.
That's why we craft each piece by hand, using precious metals made to endure all of life's demands. Timeless and tough, sentimental and chic. This everyday jewelry becomes a part of you and the memories you share with others. That's why we're proud to be the official jewelry of UK Athletics. Maple and J, never take them off.
Are you working against the clock and need metal fast? Hi, I'm Jeff Shepard. Metals Depot Express in Winchester had just what I needed to slam dunk my project. They stock thousands of shapes and sizes of steel, aluminum, stainless, brass, and more. From a handful to a truckload, Metals Depot is your one-stop shop for industrial metals. Shop online at metalsdepot.com or visit their retail store and warehouse in Winchester. Metals Depot Express. Get just what you need, delivered.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
The Manchester is Lexington's award-winning upscale boutique hotel. Located in the historic Distillery District, the Manchester features 124 guest rooms with 4 expansive suites, a spirited lobby bar, and 2 elevated dining spaces. Grand Dam, the hotel's flagship restaurant, offers locally sourced bluegrass-inspired dishes. Lost Palm is our rooftop restaurant and bar, a tropical oasis featuring Latin-inspired shared plates and a tiki cocktail program with the best views of downtown Lexington. For reservations, visit themanchesterky.com.
52, Florida 42 as we get ready to start the second half. Jack Evans, you stressed the importance of rebounding in your pregame chat with Dave Baker, and then when the board battle changed is when the game changed for the Cats.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps revealing that for this Kentucky team, that is, and you have to look at all the stats, but that is one factor that seems to be the key as to how they play. I'm glad they started to close that deficit in the first half as opposed to trying to make up ground in the second half. So Kentucky obviously in great position, but a lot of basketball still to be played.
Cats come back with their starting 5, and that includes Amari Williams, who picked up 3 fouls in that first half. One writer for The Athletic said Florida may have the best backcourt in the country. The Cats guards may ask for a recount off how they played in the first half.
And I agree with you. And actually, one thing that has kind of helped the Kentucky guards is that Florida's bigs have been more involved in the offense than they often are. So Chinielu, he has 8 points, actually 10 points. So that's taken the ball out of the hands of some of the other guys.
Kentucky guards outscored the Florida guard tandem, or a trio, by 26-18. Here's a 3 off the left side. No good by Martin. Comes out to Clayton. Back to Martin.
He won't
Open
miss
left
2.
corner, and he hits it.
He won't miss 2.
His second three-pointer of the day.
Offensive rebound. Long shots, long rebounds, Tom.
That is 16 second chance points now on the day for the Gators, and a big start for them to the second half. Robinson comes into the paint with a right-handed runner that's no good off the back iron. He got knocked down, but no call. Florida's got the rebound going the other way. Clayton, 3 in transition, rattles in. 2 straight threes to start the second half for the Gators.
That's the way Florida plays.
BBN hasn't gotten resettled into the seats from halftime, and Florida's already cut that lead down to 4. Butler in a backdoor cut, scores it off the feed from Williams coming down the middle of the lane. Butler with the layup.
Perfectly placed bounce pass from Williams.
Butler has scored the last 9 Kentucky points. Clayton down the lane, left side, knocked away from behind by Butler, who really bothered Clayton in that first half. Clayton was 3 for 6 at halftime, but had 4 turnovers.
Now they know they have to keep the pressure on him because he makes it go for Florida.
54-48 Kentucky, a little over a minute gone in the second half. Clayton on the left baseline. Plays it into Martin, and it's a turnover, and Florida protesting there was a foul there, and there might have been as Martin went down. Maybe he got his own feet tangled up because he went down and the ball just sailed out of bounds. Owe was trailing him. Coach Golden was on the complete other side of the floor. He's protesting there was a foul call, but there was a foul that wasn't called, and he is giving one of the officials an earful as the official heads to the scorer's table to get the timing set. So no time should have come off, and so since the ball wasn't touched in bounds, here come the Cats. They lead it by 6 as Butler walks it across the line, picked up by Martin. Bounces it to his right to Williams. Williams trying to hand it to Robinson, couldn't. Williams comes into the lane, floats it out to Butler. He fakes a 3, backs out, throws it to Williams straight away. 12 on the shot clock. Williams spins, goes down the lane, banks it up, won't go, but he got fouled, and it's Chinielu who picks up his 3rd.
Yeah, you know, Williams does a really good job of kind of disguising what he's going to do with the basketball. Sometimes that's a really good thing. Every now and then it leads to a turnover, but when he is aggressive, you force the officials to blow the whistle one way or the other.
2 shots for Amari Williams. First one bounces in. He's 2 for 2 at the line, has 8 points. Correction on that foul. It was not Chiniolu's 3rd. It was Condon who picked up his 2nd. Kentucky by 7. One more shot for the left-hander, Amari Williams, out of Nottingham, England. Rattles out, no good. Florida rebounds. Minute and a half gone in the second half as Clayton throws it across the line to Richard. He dumps it to Chinyelu, right of the lane. Out to Condon, who hands it to Martin. Right side, Clayton. Quick three in the air. No good, but a foul on Butler on the three-point shot. Wasn't much contact there. Butler picks up his second foul, the team's first. 3 shots for Clayton.
I don't know. Did he get him? Maybe
on the right hand. It's close.
Maybe got a little piece.
It doesn't take much of a foul to get called if you get the shooting arm.
Yeah. No.
And that's understandable. But on the replay, can't really tell if he did or not, but the official was right there. Free throw's no good. Clayton's 1 for 3 today, a 91% shooter.
Well, the better 2 free throw shooters for each team has had a difficult time today.
Good for Clayton, his second one. Goes in, 14 points for him.
Andrew Carr, one of the better free throw shooters for Kentucky. He struggled.
Clayton had 23 points in each game against Kentucky last season, and he hits the free throw to give him 2 out of 3 and 15 on this day. Florida won here against 10th-ranked Kentucky in overtime last season. One of only 3 wins in 16 tries against top 10 opponents for Coach Golden in his time at Florida. Williams, right of the circle. Dribbles into the key and gives it to Butler on the left side. Now Butler throws it over to Carr. Carr hands it to Robinson. 10 on the shot clock. Robinson's 3. Good.
Yes. Well, I want him to be more aggressive in pursuing shots, Tom. He's got to get 15 shots a game.
Leads back to 3 on the three-pointer by Robinson, which gives him 1,002 points for his college basketball career. 58-48, Kentucky 17-35 to play in this game. Clayton out deep on the right, gets it to Condon, trying to hand it back to Clayton, but Butler won't let that happen. So Condon differs over to the left, gives it to Richards. He blows by Carr right to the rim for an easy layup.
No help from that weak side.
Here's Robinson. I think he gave you the wrong score. It's 58-52 now after that basket. Here's Carr along the basket, gives it off to Williams. Jump hook good.
Quick decision.
Carr was buried underneath the basket, but he was able to shovel a pass over to Williams for a baby hook right in front of the rim. 60-52. Here's Clayton. Dribbling over to his right, goes down the lane, wraparound feed, goes through the hands of Chinyelu, but out to Martin for a 3. That's no good off the left wing.
Man.
Richard with an offensive rebound for Florida. Out to Martin. Martin on the left baseline, 15 feet out. Throws it to Richard for a 3. No good. A rebound by Condon. Back to Martin. Left corner 3. Good.
Yeah, you know, if you give them that many opportunities, they're going to score the ball.
60-55. The Gators coming back on the strength of their offensive board work. Here's Williams feeding Owe. Reverse layup on a backdoor cut. No good off the left baseline. And Florida's coming back at Kentucky. Here's Clayton. 3 in transition. Rims out. No good. Rebound lost out of bounds by Chinyelu. He and Condon were kind of fighting each other for it. The break for Kentucky with 16:15 to play. Travis Perry and Brandon Garrison come into the game for Kentucky. Butler and Williams will go out.
Well, I got to figure out how to get these rebounds under control, man.
Andrew Carr looking to play it into Perry. Martin back into backcourt, pressuring the freshman Perry. He brings it up with a right-hand dribble. Takes it down the right side. Floats the pass over to Garrison. Garrison lobs it down low, and it's a turnover as Carr was posted up, but Garrison kind of threw it a little bit away from Carr. He needed to throw it a little more to the left where Carr was posted.
All right, Jack, Kentucky got to pick it up a little bit here. Florida's coming. They want to stay undefeated.
60-55, Kentucky, Florida with the ball. For Kentucky, just the 4th turnover of the day. Martin gets into the paint, missed the shot, but a foul called against the Cats.
That's probably Travis Perry, I would think.
And Travis just not as strong as Martin, who's 6'2", a grad transfer, a really thick guy, and Martin just recognized that mismatch and drove it right against the freshman Perry, who picks up the foul. Martin's going to have 2 shots when we come back from this timeout. With 15:48 to play, Kentucky leads Florida 60-55 on the UK Sports Network.
Kentucky basketball doesn't just play on hardwood at Rupp Arena. It plays on K-Wood, as in K-Wood Court, named after legendary Kentucky announcer K-Wood Ledford. K-Wood was the voice of Kentucky for 39 years. And if you appreciate longevity, you should know Kentucky Farm Bureau has been the insurance company of Kentucky for 80-plus years. Folks across the Commonwealth view Farm Bureau as a true Kentucky original, just like K-Wood. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Again, chat, this is the first of a 3-stream day here on Valhalla Sports Talk. We're doing this game and then both of the NFL games. So hope to see you here. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're approaching 50 likes, which is encouraging for a college basketball stream on the channel.
And so much more.
And 6,500 views. If you could do me a solid, those likes, all you got to do is exit out of the chat, hit the thumbs up. It's free. And if you want to reward the work,
efficiency programs like online marketplace and bring your own
95% of the people that watch these streams now here on Valhalla Sports Talk are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like.
And the Macarena. And Bruce, he bought a bicycle. Because he's just out there. Sign up now to earn money and save for whatever you're into. Visit lge-ku.com/save.
Florida has 4 baskets in the second half. 3 of them have been three-pointers, and 2 of them resulted off offensive rebounds. And that's keeping the Gators in it. Kentucky leads 60-55 with 15:48 to play. Our coverage here today on the UK Sports Network is presented by Dairy Queen. When cravings come calling, DQ delivers. From iconic Blizzard treats and tasty chicken strip baskets to mouth-watering cheeseburgers. DQ, happy, tastes good. So the Florida guards, at least Clayton and Martin, are answering the call. They have combined for 11 second-half points for the Gators, and Kentucky is in a battle, which we figured would be the case from the start.
Yeah, but the problem is, again, Tom, Kentucky getting out-rebounded in this half 6-1. 3 of those 6 rebounds are offensive on the offensive end of the floor, and Florida now has 19 second-chance points. So, again, yeah, the guards are scoring, but the fact of the matter is it's a rebounding that has led to those extra 3-point shots that have fallen for the Gators.
Full house today here at Rupp Arena for this SEC opener. Out of the timeout, it's Perry, Almanor, Brea, Robinson, and Garrison. Brea is Kentucky's leading scorer on the day with 14 points. He was 5 of 7 in the first half, 4 of 5 at the three-point line. Kentucky made 14 of its last 20 shots in that first half. They're still at 57% and 8 of 17 at the three-point line. Martin at the line for 2 shots for the Gators. He's just 1 for 3 today, and this one's no good. 82% shooter, and he 1 for 4. Clayton is below his average. Andrew Carr's missed a couple for Kentucky. Just strange how that happens someday. It kind of gets contagious at that line.
Yes. Got to screen out here, though. I don't want to give them an offensive rebound should he miss this on a free throw.
Martin lets it fly, and he missed it. And the rebound to Almanor and a foul on the Gators.
Yeah, Condon over the back, I would think. I mean, he really pounded Almanor in the back of the head on that rebound attempt. But good job screening out.
Yes. It's forced the foul.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do, man. Put your body on these guys.
Fouls on Condon, his 3rd, team 2nd in the half. As Perry brings it up into front court, pressured by Clayton. To Brea in the middle of the floor, bounces it to Garrison straight away. Garrison hands it to Perry, his 3. Good!
How big was that? That gets Lamont Butler a couple more minutes of rest on the bench.
Big 3 for the reigning Mr. Basketball in Kentucky. Lyon County's Travis Perry. Here's Clayton coming to the top. Goes down the lane, down the left side, flips up a shot that won't go, but he got fouled by Jackson Robinson. That's his first and the team's 2nd. Clayton will go to the line and get 2 shots. It's going to get Butler back in the game, I think mainly because anybody but Butler is not as good guarding Clayton.
That's right. No doubt about it.
First shot on the way is good for Walter Clayton. He hit the tying three-point basket at the end of regulation here last year. Perry goes out of the game. And he also was a league player of the year at Iona before he transferred and played on 2 state title football teams in high school. He hits 2 shots. Aberdeen and Houck checking in. And Chinyelu and Clayton are going to go out. Clayton now with 17 points. Leads all scorers. 63-57, Kentucky. Butler comes up into front court. Goes across the circle, moving left. Throws it back behind him to Almanor for a 3. In and out, no good.
Boy, he's getting some good looks in this game.
Yeah, he is.
Just got to knock those down.
Stay in. Here's Martin going into the lane, spinning to his right. Now fall-away 10-footer is good. That was a tough shot.
Yes, it was. Well defended.
Yes, it was. 63-59. Martin with 8 already in this second half. 63-59, Kentucky, 14:40 to play. Garrison straight away. They give him space. He hands it to Brea. Brea goes down the lane all the way to the baseline, but he can't get a shot. Goes it out in the corner to Butler. 10 to shoot it. Butler drives underneath the basket, circles, comes back into the lane, pivots to his right. Falling down, flips up a shot that won't go, and he's called for walking. He got bumped, but I think he did walk before the foul.
Yeah, he did. A couple of missed shot opportunities for Kentucky that kind of led to that turnover.
So we're going to see Kentucky come back with 3 of their starters, Carr, Oweh, and Williams. Brea will stay out there, Butler. So 4 of the 5 starters on the floor for Kentucky. Cats had a 10-point lead at the half. Gators have the ball down 4. They get it to the right side to Condon. He throws it out to Houck. Houck dribbles left, hands it to Aberdeen. Aberdeen hits Martin curling into the paint. Cut off, fall-away 10-footer, good.
That's 2 fall-aways that he's nailed.
Tough shot to defend when you can make that fall-away jumper. 63-61 Kentucky. Williams drives down the lane, goes right at Condon and scores it over him.
Nice, just a good, strong move.
Leads back to 4 for Kentucky, 65-51. 13:40 to play. Aberdeen running the point down for Florida. They're looking for Martin coming up off a couple of screens on the baseline. He's got it to the right side. Goes all the way down to the corner. Steps back. He can't get a 3 over Oweh. He's got it back up front. Now he'll get the 3 off the screen. It's no good. Rebounded by Richard, who puts it in and gets fouled by Brea.
Well, no white shirts jumped that time for the rebound. I mean, none.
That was just a hustle play by Richard.
He came a long way for that rebound also.
That's the kind of play that if you lose a game like this, eats at you.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt, because that's an effort play.
Brea's foul is his 2nd, team 4th in the half. Free throw bounces in. And Richard now with 7. So those Gator guards have answered the call in this half. They have done all of the scoring for Florida. 65-64 Kentucky. Pass down low to Carr. Ball stripped out of his hands, but a foul called. He brought the ball down to his waist, and that's when Martin reached in and tried to strip it away, but he gets called for his 2nd foul, team's 3rd.
Yeah, it was not the perfect pass. And Andrew Carr, they are being physical with him down there, so he had to gather himself. Did a good job of it, and he has 2 free throws.
First one, good.
Yeah, thank you.
Andrew was 0 for 3 at the line in the first half. An 80% shooter. Looked more like his old self on that one. Chance to push the lead back to 3. 13-16 to play. It's good. Neither shot touched anything but net. 67-64 Kentucky. Rupp Arena crowd comes to its feet. Aberdeen dribbling out front. Hits Martin, or it's Richard curling into the paint. He can't get a shot. Throws it to the corner. Quick three by Richard is no good. The rebound lost out of bounds. Carr and Houck both there, and they say Carr touched it last. But Carr had the inside position.
Yeah, and I'm looking over at the bench, and they're saying screen out. I mean, we got to know that now.
Just a hustle play by Houck. And it looked like on the replay it was off him, but Florida will play the ball into Alexis in the left corner.
Sometimes you get rewarded for effort, man.
You do. Martin comes into the circle. Starts to drive, now steps back, now drives again. Turns, floats up a shot that's good from 8 feet out. Martin going to work. He's got 18 now, 12 of them in this half. 1 point lead again for Kentucky at 67-66. Williams straight away. Hands it off to Brea. 12:30 to play. Florida really getting aggressive with its defense. Comes to Williams. He's backing down on Alexis. Pivots, goes up, and scores, and a foul.
I'm just loving that the big guy is saying, come on, get physical. Bring it to me. And he's staying under control.
Little bluegrass version of the bully ball. Murray Williams with a chance at a three-point play as Alexis goes out and Chinyelu will check back in. Now, Alexis isn't listed a whole lot lighter than Chinyelu, but he seems a lot easier to move.
Yeah.
And Amari took advantage of that. Williams 2 for 3 at the line. It's good.
Nice.
Big day.
Stayed calm on that free throw. Took his time. Did not get rushed.
15 for Williams. 4-point lead for Kentucky with 12:20 to play. Houck straight away. Hands it off to Martin. Martin is hot. Goes to the right elbow. Cut off. Backs out. 15 to shoot. He's working against Carr. Couple of between the legs dribble. Then a step back three. Good. Martin is on fire in this second half. Averages of 15 a game. He's got 21. Timeout Florida with 12:05 to play. And it's back to a 1-point lead for Kentucky. Kentucky 70, Florida 69 on the UK Sports Network.
It's a drama-filled final week of the NFL regular season, and you can follow all the twists and turns on SiriusXM. Division championships are on the line.
Touchdown, Lamar Jackson!
Win and you're in.
Touchdown, Denver! What a throw by Bo Nix!
And it all concludes with a Sunday night showdown between the Vikings and Lions for the NFC's top seed. Hear every NFL game all the way through Super Bowl 59 on SiriusXM and the SiriusXM app.
We're talking college football on SEC This Morning.
What fuzz? There's always been passion in fan bases beyond the SEC. And so those programs where there's money are going to get better players through high school, but specifically through the portal. And this is the new college football.
Listen live weekdays 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern on SEC Radio Channel 374.
Kick off the college football playoff with the chance to score a VIP trip to the 2025 National Championship in Atlanta from SiriusXM. Entering is easy. Just post a photo or video to Instagram showing your tailgate or watch party, tag and follow at SiriusXM College and include the hashtags TakeMeToTheCFP and SiriusXM Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Ends January the 5th, 2025. Visit SiriusXM.com/CFP2025 for official rules and complete entry instructions.
12:05 to play. It's Kentucky 70, Florida 69. Our broadcast of this SEC opener on the UK Sports Network is presented by Dairy Queen. When cravings come calling, DQ delivers iconic Blizzard treats and tasty chicken strip baskets to mouth-watering cheeseburgers. DQ, happy, tastes good. When the cheerleaders spelled out Kentucky at the previous timeout, the celebrity Y today was Anthony Epps, the point guard on the 96 national championship team. No tougher competitor, I don't think, ever played at the University of Kentucky than that young man from Marion County. And it's that kind of fight, Goose, that
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
That was an all-time classic.
Adam Shine brings his unique perspective and passionate sports talk to Mad Dog Sports Radio.
It's not a hot take or a dream to say Lions in the Super Bowl.
And hear conversations with the biggest and hottest names across the National Football League.
Sean Payne is nice enough to give us a few minutes. Coach, how are you?
Man, this show makes me feel like it's Super Bowl time.
Tune in to Shine On Sports, weekday mornings at 9 Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 82, and on the Sirius XM app.
Kick off the college football playoff with the chance to score a VIP trip to the 2025 National Championship in Atlanta from SiriusXM. Entering is easy. Just post a photo or video to Instagram showing your tailgate or watch party, tag and follow at SiriusXM College and include the hashtags TakeMeToTheCFP and SiriusXM Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Ends January the 5th, 2025. Visit SiriusXM.com/CFP2025 for official rules and complete entry instructions.
It's soccer's most thrilling league.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
And now every match is on the SiriusXM app.
Can you believe it?
From the title race.
This is remarkable. Keeps this title charge on track, surely.
To the relegation fight.
The impossible may still be possible.
Hear every English Premier League match on the SiriusXM app and talk about all the EPL drama on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
Kick off the college football playoff with the chance to score a VIP trip to the 2025 National Championship. Your tailgate or watch party, tag and follow at SiriusXM College and include the hashtags TakeMeToTheCFP and SiriusXM Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary.
By Chinilu. That's twice Chinilu has stuffed a dunk at the rim, and it'll take us to a timeout. Rubens committed his third foul. 2 free throws coming up for Kentucky. So we'll step aside again with 11:17 to go. Wildcats lead by 3. Kentucky 72, Florida 69. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Florida Farm Bureau members get free tickets to select Gators men's basketball games. Visit myffbf.org to sign into your account, then follow the prompts for attractions and sports and sporting events to get your 2 free tickets. Tickets are offered on a first-come, first-served basis and are subject to availability. Not a Farm Bureau member? Visit myffbf.org and register to become a member today. Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, proud to support Gators athletics.
A gift this good takes a while to unwrap. Get your best gift ever during the Toyotathon sales event before it's too late. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2025 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Offer valid through January 6, 2025. 0 down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing from Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
All the action, all season long. This is Gator Basketball. Once again, here's Sean Kelly.
Publix Supermarket is proud to be the official supermarket of the Florida Gators. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. I have a great trend to share with you here. Other than the Gators were down 10 to start the half. Cut it to 1 on 2 different occasions and now trail by 3, 72-69. Elijah Martin is the story for the Gators so far in the second half. He has 9 points of the Gators' 27. Inside the Huddle is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Lee.
Coach Golden really likes the way that we're playing on the offensive end right now, saying we're doing a good job executing, sharing the ball. Elijah, you're doing a good job using the staggers. So and then just went right back to the defensive end, though, so we still have too many breakdowns. Like last play in transition, no one stops the ball. Butler can get all the way to the rim. He draws a foul. For us to keep from coming back and win this game down the stretch, we got to make sure that we're talking, communicating. We can't have any breakdowns defensively, especially in transition.
All right, Lee, thank you very much. Kentucky owns a 55-12 advantage over Florida in Lexington. But Florida trying to win on consecutive trips here to the Bluegrass State for just the third time in program history. One possession game, 72-69. Gators for the game now shooting 56.3%, but Kentucky 63.6% from the field. 7 of 11 in the half. Kentucky has hit 2 threes in this half. The Gators have 4 threes since halftime. Both teams taking care of the ball, but it's Kentucky who has scored seemingly on every Gators turnover. And Owe at the line, where Kentucky, like Florida, is struggling. Kentucky's 7 of 12 here in the conference opener. And Owe knocks down the first. Tega Owe. His brother played linebacker for the Ravens, played football at Penn State.
Owe's thick. You could probably play football too if you wanted.
Well, free throw's good. So, 5-point ball game. Chinyelu comes off the elbow to catch near side. Up top to Hauk, who sends it wing right quickly to Aberdeen. Aberdeen off the jab step, now using the dribble. Sends it to Richard in the right corner. Richard, nowhere to go with it. Back to Aberdeen. Angle right, 7 on the shot clock to the top of the key. Aberdeen still on the dribble here, trying to get loose to Owe. 4, 3, out to Martin. Deep wing left 3. Long and a shot clock violation. Gators commit a shot clock violation offensively for just the 3rd time this year. And Todd Golden's going to get Clayton Condon into the game here at the dead ball.
Probably the longest that Walter set all year, I would imagine, except for garbage time.
Aberdeen out, Chinyelu out. Need a stop. 74-69. Butler jogs across half court. Slows up here, front court left, flips it to Williams just left at the top of the arc. Waits for a teammate, fakes a handoff to Robinson, who cuts down the lane. Williams dribbles to his right, fakes a dribble handoff, now gives it on a cut to Owe. Owe into the paint, he's up into Hauk and scores an 8-footer. Outlet pass to Elijah Martin. Martin splits 2, gets into the color, shoots a fader, it's going to be off. Williams has the rebound for Kentucky, and they're on the ice now a bit, 76-69. 10-10 to go. And a cut to the rim. Butler layup good off the catch. Williams another assist from up top.
We saw Will just playing in the passing lane a bit, went back door and got him.
4 dimes from Mario Williams, their center. And a pass by Martin uphill, tipped by Carr, stolen by Butler, and he gets it away. Up the left sideline. 3-ball. Jackson won't go. Rebound Williams. Slapped it away from Will Richard out on the wing. Mark Pope says slow up. Pass to Carr, wing right. They've loaded the left side of the floor. 3 Wildcats left of the lane. Butler comes to catch between the circles. 4 on the shot clock. Guarded by Martin. Butler rises for 3. Off the iron, no good. And a rebound on the floor. Hauk's going to get whistled here for fouling Amari Williams. It's his 3rd. And the Gators in a scoring drought that's nearing 3 minutes. Chinyelu comes in, replaces Hauk.
Couple tough possessions on the offensive end. Coming out of the timeout, we didn't get the look we wanted to on the set play. Had to go deep into the shot clock, got a violation, and then a couple bad possessions following.
Gators are getting beat in the paint for just the 4th time this year. Into Carr. Carr in a crowd. Up strong. Scores. That's off the baseline inbound. The Gators, who had cut this thing to 1, are now down to 11. It's a 10-0 run, 13-3 overall for Kentucky over the last 3 minutes and change. Clayton picks it up, throws to Condon. Condon, top of the arc, hands it off to Richard. Richard, bottled up by Carr, throws wing left to Martin. Chinyelu calls for it, wants it, shoots a contested 3 straight away, and he beat the shot clock buzzer to drop it in. Clayton. Shoots a contested three straight away, and he beat the shot clock buzzer to drop it in.
What a shot from Walt. That was a bit of a prayer that goes down.
Yeah. And Richard now gets a steal on the far wing. Richard brings it up, crossover dribble, gets around Williams and runs into Butler. Throws wing right. Condon thought about a three. Off the shot fake, passes out to Richard. Right in front of Ty Golden. To Condon, top of the arc. Quick pass to Clayton, goes around the screen. Down the right side of the lane. Scooper off the glass, way off. He thought he got fouled, and there is a foul on the second chance opportunity against Otega Owe. Should be a pair of free throws for the Gators, and it is. And the shooter is going to be Walter Clayton Jr. out of that mess. So 80-72. And I don't know if you can miss a free throw the rest of the way. I mean, that's a lot to ask, but
we've missed
trying to come back.
We've got to be near perfect there at the free throw line. And that three-pointer from Walt on the last possession was huge. We haven't had anything going offensively, and he throws in the prayer.
Might be game saver if Florida comes back to win this thing.
Keep this in, and Walt knocks down the first free throw. Let's take care of the second one right here.
Garrison, Almanar, and Brea come in for Kentucky. Brea has been held scoreless in the second half off their bench. Second free throw's down as well. So 6-point ball game, 80-74.
1-2-2 press now after the free throw.
Gators see if they can force another turnover here. Perry takes the ball and dribbles to his right. They've broken that press. Give to Brea, top of the arc. Bounce pass to Garrison at the top of the key. Hand off to Perry. Perry with 10 to shoot. Refeeds Garrison, top of the floor. And off to Brea. Rip through move, steps left, launches a three. Got it. But he is really, really good on the perimeter.
He can shoot it.
Up the floor to Martin. Martin attacks the rim. Lays it up. No. Condon fouled on the second chance opportunity. That should take us to the under 8, and it does. Fouls on Garrison. Free throws coming for the Gators.
Kentucky leads by 9.
But Brea has put Kentucky back up by 9.
Kentucky 83, Florida 74 on the UK Sports Network.
Dusty and Danny in the morning on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, featuring myself, the much smarter and better looking Dusty Dvorak.
Hey, don't forget about your sidekick, Danny Cannell.
Start your mornings with us as we bring you all the latest news in college sports and have fun along the way. Come be a part of the fastest growing show on radio.
Dusty and Danny in the morning on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, weekdays from 6 to 9 Eastern.
Kick off the college football playoff with a chance to score a VIP trip to the 2025 National Championship in Atlanta from SiriusXM. Entering is easy. Just post a photo or video to Instagram showing your tailgate or watch party, tag and follow at SiriusXM College and include the hashtags TakeMeToTheCFP and SiriusXM Sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Ends January the 5th, 2025. Visit SiriusXM.com/CFP2025 for official rules and complete entry instructions.
Hear every game of the college football playoff on SiriusXM and the SiriusXM app. Today at 4 Eastern, it's Georgia.
Touchdown! Fireworks! The Dogs take the lead.
And Notre Dame.
Reardon's there! Back left corner! He caught it! Touchdown! And the Irish are back in front.
Facing off in the Sugar Bowl. Hear the Bulldogs call on Channel 84. The Fighting Irish broadcast is on Channel 81. And listen to the ESPN radio announcers on Channel 80.
7:49 to play. Kentucky 83, Florida 74. If there's a hell ball, Kentucky has the arrow. Subscribe to the Behind Kentucky Basketball podcast. It's presented by UK Federal Credit Union. It's available for free on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, and the official UK Athletics app. So they're getting up and dancing at Rupp Arena as Kentucky is holding on to a 9-point lead here in this SEC opener for both the Wildcats.
All right, Chad. All right, we got 7:49 remaining in the second half here. Kentucky with an 83-74 lead in the battle of two top 10 teams in NCAA Men's Basketball. Subscribe, like Valhalla Sports Talk. Thank you so much.
Florida tried to throw at him, and he's been really good this entire game.
I think if I had to pick an MVP, I might, though, give the nod over him to Otega Owe. 16 points to lead Kentucky, and it seems the majority of those points have come when Kentucky really needed them.
Yeah, when Florida has put together a run and Kentucky has needed someone to respond, Otega's been the guy who has done that on more than one occasion here. Need more of that the rest of this game.
Under Todd Golden, when the opponent shoots a higher field goal percentage, the Gators are only 6 and 23. Kentucky shooting 59% against the Florida defensive team that was top 20 in the country in defensive efficiency. The Cats have made 10 of 22 threes, 32 of 54 overall. Florida's 51%. They also have 10 three-pointers. They have the big edge on second chance points. Kentucky has a big edge in points off turnovers, 20-4. Florida only has 9 turnovers to Kentucky 6, but Cats have been really efficient capitalizing on those mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, these next 2 or 3 minutes, Tom, are going to be huge. How long can Kentucky give their starters over there on the bench? How much time so they can be fully charged up for the last 4 minutes is going to be a real big question.
2 shots for Elijah Martin, who is 1 for 5 at the line today. First one's good. He has 22 points, 16 in this half.
Yeah, he came out hot. Got a lot of real good looks, but he also made some tough shots.
Yes, he did. Second shot is good. 83-76 Kentucky.
Tell you what, Almanor needs a basket for his confidence, the team's confidence as well.
Perry hustles it up into front court, bounces it to Garrison straight away. Dribbles left, wanted to hand it to Brea, but he couldn't. Gets it back to Perry. Perry pressured by Clayton. Perry out deep on that left side, gives it up to Garrison. Garrison, bounce pass on a backdoor cut to Robinson, who juggles the ball, has it knocked away. It's loose on the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up as Almanor comes into the fray. The possession arrow will go Kentucky's way.
Well, a pretty good pass. Jackson Robinson just had a difficult time holding on to it in traffic.
So Kentucky will play it in on the right baseline. Only 3 seconds to get a shot off. And Kentucky's going to take a timeout. Maybe try to draw something up here with 7:22 left to play in this game. So now the arrow will be going Florida's ball on the next held ball. Kentucky's in the bonus, and so are the Gators on a foul. And each team with 2 timeouts left as we go down the stretch run with 7:22 left to play. Hey, Cat fans, you can help Markey Cancer Center in its fight against cancer at the next UK home game here at Rupp. Just grab a souvenir cup for a chance to win great prizes like a VIP trip to a Cats away game, a Visit Myrtle Beach vacation, or Cats merchandise. Kentucky leading Florida 83-76. Kentucky about to inbound the ball. Will have 3 seconds to get off a shot.
And that's plenty of time. They'll come out with a play. You just have to execute. A lot of times you look at balls going to the basket, passes coming in towards the basket. But this might be a chance where that pass could come in straight to the three-point line, and you might see an unusual result on this out-of-bounds play.
Perry will inbound the ball. 6'9" Houck looking at his face. Now Houck backs out. They float it into Garrison, makes the catch, jump hook, rolls off. No good. They got a nice look. PG had to shoot that from about 10 feet out. He'd like to have been a little closer, I'm sure. Clayton, fall away 15-footer. Good off the left elbow.
That's good defense.
24 for Clayton. He and Martin have 47 between them. It's 83-78 Kentucky.
Mark might have to reload sooner than he wanted to.
Perry deep on the left side. Goes down the lane. Pitches it out on the right side to Brea for a 3. Got it. Nice look from Travis Perry off the drive and kick out to the right wing. 86-78. Last 2 baskets have been three-pointers by Kobe Brea. He's got 20 on the day. 6 three-pointers. Aberdeen, right wing. Drives into the paint. Goes up and scores. Just his second
a little bit
basket
too
of the
easy.
day.
Little bit too easy there.
86-80 with 6:20 still to play. It's an offensive shootout today here at Rupp. Garrison has picked up his dribble left of the circle. 15 to shoot, over to Almanor. Almanor hands it to Brea. Brea goes down the lane, cut off, out to Garrison. Fakes, moves in, back to Brea. Fakes, puts it behind his back, slides right, now slides left. Good.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Hey, yeah, keep shaking your head on that, man. You earned it.
Kobe Brea had the defender playing like a yo-yo.
He did. Up and down, up and down.
3 straight Brea threes. It's 89-80 Kentucky. Condon hands it to Clayton. Clayton hooks it back to Houck for an open 3. No good. Rebound Florida. Condon hands it to Houck. Goes up, missed the shot. But Garrison, who challenged it, picks up his 4th foul with 5:33 to play. And here come those 4 starters back in for Kentucky.
You would like to have been able to keep them there until the next media timeout. But you kind of felt the momentum changing a little bit. So you have to bring them back.
But Kentucky hasn't lost any of the lead.
Didn't lose any lead.
Free throw good. It's 8 for Houck. So Perry, Almanor, Robinson, and Garrison will go out. They're going to leave Brea out there.
Yeah, well, I would too. I would too.
7 threes and 23 points for Kobe Brea. It's a new career high for him as Houck hits the shot. Chenyalu back in, Houck to the bench. 89-82 Kentucky. 5:30 still to play. This may be over 100 for each team. Here's Williams, open at the top, doesn't want the shot. Hits Brea on a backdoor cut down along the left baseline, comes under the basket. Can't get a look, so he backs out beyond the three-point line. Couple of crossover dribbles. Slides right, another 3. Rims out, no good. Rebound, Florida. Here comes Clayton up into front court. Throws it to Condon, and they call a foul on Kentucky.
Good foul. Good foul. It's on Brea. Yeah, he got caught down there guarding the 7-footer. So that's a good foul. Push him out of there. Don't give him a chance to shoot it.
So Condon's going to go to the line, where he's made 1 out of 3 today. It's 1 and a bonus here. He's a 67% shooter. So you've got to be thinking to be ready for a miss on the first one, given those numbers.
You got to think that on every shot, Tom.
Good point.
Frankly. That's all.
Free throw rattles out, but Florida's got it. Chenyalu got inside Williams. He fires it out to Richard. Dumps it back into Chenyalu. It flips off his hand. Carr trying to save it. It goes out of bounds off his hand. I'm like you. I think I'd let it go at that point because he couldn't get to it. And it might have been off Chenyalu.
It was off Chenyalu. Looked like to me.
89-82 Kentucky as Florida plays it in on the left baseline.
And you don't want to save the ball under the other team's basket anyway.
Point.
So
Chenyalu's got it in the left corner. Not much of a three-point threat. He hands it to Clayton. He is. It's good. Off the left wing, a three-pointer by Clayton. That's his 6th one of the day. He's got 27 points. And it's 89-85. The Gators won't go away. Clayton has come alive since getting in off that bench. Here's Carr for an open 3. He'll take it. It's no good. And Florida rebounds. 4:26 to play. Gators were down 9. They've cut it back to 4, and they've got the ball. Clayton guarded by Owe. Clayton drives on it down the lane, comes to a stop. Ball knocked away by Owe, but they call him for a reach-in foul.
And he had him stopped.
2nd on Owe, 9 on Kentucky. So 1 and a bonus for Clayton with 4:16 to play. The record for points against Kentucky by a Gator was set by Chip Williams in 1974 with 37. Walter Clayton with 4:16 to play is sitting on 27.
Boy, he's been quiet. If you can get 27 points and still be quiet.
Free throw good. And they get the bonus shot now. Garrison called up off the Kentucky bench. He will replace Williams, who gave up that rebound off the missed free throw that Those kind of plays are just on in Kentucky today.
Those kind of plays get you beat. A lot of time left. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but you have to think about it like that.
Good. Clayton knocks down 2 more. He's made 8 straight at the line. He's got 29 points.
All right, chat. Florida has cut this lead of Kentucky down to 2 with 4:14 to go
4:10 to play
in this second half. 7-0 run for Florida in the last minute 26.
Hands it to Brea. Brea drives down to the left baseline. Shovel pass out to Owe. Over to Carr. Straight away. Carr dribbles right. Hands it to Butler. Butler comes into the lane. Out to Garrison. Garrison hands it to Butler. 7 to shoot. Butler floats it up to Garrison. It's deflected out of bounds by Chinyelu. Nice defensive play.
Not quite high enough.
Timeout on the floor. 3:50 to play. Kentucky will inbound the ball with 3.9 seconds on the shot clock when we come back. Cats lead the Gators 89-87 on the UK Sports Network.
At the University of Kentucky, we do more than harvest from our rich legacy.
Wow, chat. Wow, a game of back and forth between these two top 10 programs.
The seekers who advance.
Kentucky now clinging to just a 2-point lead, trying to knock Florida from the ranks of the undefeated in NCAA Men's Basketball.
We thrive in Kentucky.
When you or a loved one is seriously injured, Becker Law is your most valuable player. From auto accidents and trucking accidents to drunk driving and personal injury, Becker Law is ready to fight for victory. For over 35 years, we've been in Lexington winning big for Kentucky. Your case is not just a number. So if you're wrongly injured, get the compensation you deserve. Call Becker Law. Just dial freeze or visit BeckerLaw.com and go Cats.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
To 87 in the last 2 timeouts. Kirk Carissa, although he can't be out there with his team, he has made it a point to bring the energy. Everybody walking off the floor, he's giving them high fives, he's telling them let's go, and he's really locked in mentally. Tom and Goose?
3:50 to play. Kentucky 89, Florida 87. The Cats will be inbounding the ball on the left baseline with 3.9 to shoot. Our broadcast presented by Dairy Queen. When cravings come calling, DQ delivers. From iconic blizzard treats and tasty chicken strip baskets to mouth-watering cheeseburgers, DQ, happy, tastes good. So they're trying to dial up a play to get a bucket here in 3.9 seconds. Goose, what do you think?
Florida's done obviously a good job getting back in the game. And, Kentucky would like to figure out a way to get Kobe Brea another shot, I would imagine. But Florida understands that, so I expect them to be all over him.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the UK Sports Network.
This is Sirius.
Sirius XM.
Sirius XM.
Radio.
Arkansas, Tennessee going to tip off here in about 3:27, Chad. Arkansas, Tennessee.
On the next Kentucky foul. The Wildcats still in the 1-1 on a Florida foul. We wondered why Clayton sat for so long. Florida fell behind 80-69 while he was out of the game, but since he's come back, he has sparked a rally that's got him within 2.
Yeah, and that's what he does. I mean, he is that good.
Butler on the left baseline for Kentucky. Jackson Robinson's in for Brea. Butler gets it into Carr. Back to Butler. Open 3. Left corner. Good!
Oh, man. How big was that, Tom?
He inbounded the ball to Carr, who set the screen to handle it back. Handed back to Butler. Was wide open. 92-87. Huge 3. Clayton open right side. Short with a 3. Long rebound. Butler. Cats on the run. Butler going at Clayton, who knocks it away, and it flies out of bounds off him, and got to call him for a foul.
Yeah.
His second.
Got him on the arm. And 1-1 coming.
Reminds me, although it didn't lead to 3 free throws, it led to a 3-point basket. When Kentucky beat Louisville that day at Freedom Hall, Patrick Sparks inbounded it, got it right back deep in that left corner. He got fouled on his 3-point attempt. Nobody close enough to foul Butler, and he drained it.
I like the way Lamont Butler stayed aggressive on that. You make the decision to go or use a little time. He decided to go.
Free throw good. 15 for Butler. Didn't score until the last couple of minutes of the first half.
Yeah, he's played a great floor game. I mean, doing a good job of being the general, running the show.
6-point lead for the Cats. Butler, one more. It's good. Substitution for Florida. Hout will replace Chinyalu. Gators ball. Kentucky leads by 7, 94-87, 3:20 to play. Clayton comes up into front court, angles left, tracked by Butler. Back to Hout, who hands it to Martin. Martin feeds Hout on the pick and roll, gets in low and scores it.
Good aggressive cut. Good aggressive cut.
Well executed play there by the Gators.
Yes.
94-89 Kentucky. 3 minutes to play. Butler bounces it to Robinson between the circles straight away.
Needs one.
Slides left, 3 ball, no good. Rebound tapped out front and chased down by Carr. Garrison kept it alive. Feed down low to Robinson. Shot is blocked off the board by Condon. Heck of a defensive save. Gators on the run. Martin goes through the lane to his left, floats all the way out to the wing, bounces it down to Condon. Condon working against Garrison, backs him down, jump hook. Garrison got a piece of it, but then they call a foul on Garrison in the battle for the rebound. Garrison was just fouled out of the game.
I understand the call, and I understand why the fans are upset, because it's kind of like the official waited to see if the ball was going to go in the basket or not. I know that's not what the official was doing. These guys have been good, but it was a late whistle.
Garrison to the bench with 5 fouls, replaced by Williams. Kobe Brea back into the game, replacing Robinson. Condon's free throw, good.
They got all net on that one.
One more shot coming for Condon. Kentucky had pushed the lead back to 7. This could cut it to 3. 2:36 left to play. One more shot for Condon. No good. Rebound Williams. Kentucky's got the ball up 4 with 2:30 to play.
He's got to get good shots every time.
It's 8 rebounds today for Amari Williams.
No turnovers.
Oway, right wing, holding it above his head, throws it out front to Butler. Butler goes left, starts in, backs out, dumps it to Carr. Carr left of the lane, backing down, splits 2 defenders and lays it in.
Good shot. Just stay patient. Stay patient.
9 for Andrew Carr. 2:05 to play.
Rebound, any miss.
Hout, top of the circle, over to Condon. Fakes the 3, drives into Carr. Shots blocked, but a foul called on Kentucky. Carr had his hands straight up, trying to draw the charge. But they call him for the foul. His second. It's going to put Condon back in the line where he just made 1 of 2 a moment ago.
Condon is one of those players that you think, man, it'd be nice to have him on your team. He doesn't make any mistakes, man. He plays
a great
hard.
Defensive play a moment ago with the block.
Big-time defensive player.
2 shots, but he's only 2 for 6 today. Hits this one for his 7th point. Gators have gotten to the line 32 times today, made 22. Kentucky just 11 of 16 at the line. Florida's had twice as many attempts. And Condon will have 1 more when we come back from a timeout here that the Gators just called with 1:57 to play. And it's 96-91 Kentucky. Now Florida down to 1 timeout. Kentucky has 2. If there's a held ball, Florida has the possession arrow. Cats are shooting 1 and 1 on a Florida foul. Gators are shooting 2 shots on any Kentucky common foul.
You know, Tom, as I look at this stat sheet and I look at the fact that Florida has 14 offensive rebounds and usually that means you're going to have so many more shot attempts than the other team, but Kentucky is 34 for 59.
So, chat, we're a little under 2 minutes to go in this battle of top 10 NCAA men's basketball
they have found a way. They
teams.
forced 9 turnovers.
Kentucky holding on to a 5-point lead in a game that's been close most of the way. Thank you so much for joining us today here on Valhalla Sports Talk. This is game 1 of a triple header on the channel today. 2 NFL games after this one. Thank you for your support.
The battle in the last few
Enjoy the rest of your game.
Is in there with Carr, Brea, Owe, and Butler. So they go with a little smaller lineup for Kentucky with Carr to play the 5 spot. Almanor's a great free throw shooter too. Condon's free throws no good, and rebound Brea. He blocked out the shooter when got the ball.
Block out the shooter. That is one of the things you teach the kids, man. Block them out. That guy's the one who gets the rebound most of the time.
Butler works it left side for Kentucky, puts it behind his back, throws it out to Brea deep on the left side. Trying to get loose for a 3-pointer. He's made 7 of them today. Bounces it to Carr, left of the circle, 7 to shoot. Carr puts it behind his back, goes left, hands it to Butler. 4 seconds, back to Carr. Open, left corner for 3.
Yes. Great execution. Great execution.
Timeout.
Great execution, Tom.
Kentucky takes the timeout with 1:25 to play. Nice move there, kind of slows down a transition.
Huge 3 there, pushes the lead to 8 with 1:25 to go in the second half.
They did not try to break it down and create a one-on-one situation trying to be a hero. A lot of times that player will kind of want to be a hero, want to try to create. They stayed with it, got the big shot.
That is an excellent point, and it speaks to the experience that Kentucky has. That's Lamont Butler, who helped lead his team to a national championship game 2 seasons ago at San Diego State. With shot clock at 3
Florida's
seconds,
undefeated record in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Serious trouble.
Flipped the ball to Carr, knowing he had time to get it to him and get a shot off.
Yeah, but that is a decision that an experienced player will make. He knows, does Lamont Butler, he knows he doesn't have to be a star. And the star also gets credit for getting the guy the open shot.
It's 14 3-pointers in 29 attempts today for Kentucky. Williams back into the game for defense and rebounding for Kentucky in place of Almanor. Florida with the ball. Condon right of the circle, wanted to hand it to Clayton. Butler wouldn't let him. Condon 15 to shoot, needs somebody to throw it to. Gets it to Houck. 10 to shoot. Now they finally get it to Clayton. Clayton drives in deep, stops, flips it up high off the glass and in. He's got 31 points. 99-93 Kentucky. 55 seconds to play. Butler gets by Houck. In deep, pump fake,
and
goes
one,
up and wouldn't go, but he got fouled.
That pump fake got him the opportunity against the 7-footer.
Less than a minute to go. 51.8. 99-93 Kentucky over Florida.
Point guard he is.
So he's at the line for 2 shots. He has 16 points on the day. 66% shooter, but he's 3 for 3 today. Got it. Perfect.
All net.
One more shot. Kentucky hits the century mark. 100-93 with 51.8 on the clock.
But what a great game this has been.
Hadn't it?
Hard.
Second one's no good. Rebounded by Condon. 7 points.
So these teams crush the over, y'all. Crush the over.
Picks him up. Clayton floats light. Carr has him on the switch. He floats left. Clayton slides right. Shoots a 3. No good. Rebound Richard. Put back good. And the Gators will use their final timeout. Well, figured there'd be one more big offensive rebound on this day.
Well, at the rate they've been coming, that's a pretty good call right there, Tom.
37.5 seconds remaining. It's 100-95. Kentucky with the lead.
Just got to get the shot. Get yourself a shot.
We talked about Kentucky's guards. winning the battle of the first half against the highly touted backcourt of Florida. Boy, Florida has answered in the second half. Clayton's had 21 of his 31 in the second half. Martin's had 17 of his 23, and Richards had 7 of his 9, or now 9 of his 11 as he scored on a putback there. He's going to have a chance, or Florida's going to have a chance, correction. It is just 9 points for Richard. But Florida's going to have a chance to set up its press now, but they're out of timeouts.
Yeah, and I think I made the point at halftime as we looked at the first half scoring. And, you know, Chinelli was scoring points in the first half, as was Condon, had some points in the first half.
Chat after the game ends for you folks that have bets on this game or parlays that are working. I will scroll down and we'll look at individual player stats and team stats for this contest.
23, Butler 17, Oway 16.
Sure, absolutely. It's one of my Goose's givens going into this game was it was going to be a guards game. So Kentucky guards were going to have to respond, and especially Lamont Butler playing without getting in foul trouble. And he's done that, so he's available down the stretch here.
Big stat for Kentucky, Goose, is only 6 turnovers today against the Florida pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've shot it at a 58% clip for this game. So, you know, it's been the kind of game you kind of thought it was going to be.
Pope goes with 4 guards. Robinson, Butler, Brea, and Oway out there with Carr. Brea gets it in to Carr, back to Brea, up to Butler, across to Carr, who makes the leaping grab in front court, and a foul called against the Gators. It's going to go against Martin, his third. 32.4 seconds left to play, and Carr will go to the line for 1 and a bonus.
And you know, Tom, a lot of people talk about...
Hey, Chad, hey, we hit 10,000 views on the stream. Thank you so much. 68 likes.
Different administrations were here. Back in Rick Pitino day, why don't they? Well, that right there tells you why you don't press, because everybody can handle the ball and get the ball up the floor.
Carr's free throw, good. 13 today for Carr.
I mean, Florida was coming at them very aggressively with that full court press. And when you have veteran players, man, they've seen it, they've been there, they've done it. So they don't turn the ball over against the press.
One more shot for Carr. Slow start with 3 at halftime, but he's played his best basketball in the biggest games. This one's good. Steps up and makes 2. He's got 14 points, 102-95. Clayton working against Oway now. Drives down the left side of the lane, flips up a shot. Carr got a piece of it, but they called Carr for the foul. So that's going to put Clayton at the line with the clock stopped. Carr picks up his third.
God, you know, you just like it that Kentucky is still challenging those shot attempts, man. 25
seconds left to play. 7-point Kentucky lead, 102-95. Clayton's got 2 shots. He has 31 points on the day. Free throw, no good.
So that foul saved Kentucky at least 1 point.
He had made 8 in a row. He's now 8 of 13, or 9 of 13 on the day. One more shot coming for Walter Clayton. The Florida's out of timeouts. They do have the arrow if there's a held ball. Clayton's free throws in the air, and it bounces off. No good. Ball's lost out of bounds off Florida. They got Richard worked his way inside again and almost had the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Well, Kentucky fans, if we get out of here with the win, they can get them a sandwich too, man, after those 2 missed free throws.
That's right. Comes into Butler. Trapped deep in backcourt, and a foul called against Richard. Going to put Lamont Butler at the line.
Well, the last guy on Florida's team that you would think would miss 2 in a row.
Yeah.
It's Clayton Jr. who does that.
91% shooter. But part of it may be fatigue. He has had to work hard against Butler.
It is. You can tell both of those hit the front of the rim.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it might have taken a little bit of a toll, and that might answer the question as to why Florida sat him there that long.
Good point. Butler, good, because when he was recharged, he came back in and played great.
Unstoppable.
I think you're right about that. So it's 103 to 95.
There was only one point bet made on this game. The better picked the Gators.
Butler.
So betting has been closed.
To 95. Only 21
settled
seconds
up.
left to play. That's 19 for Butler. Clayton goes left, pass to the corner to Martin. Contested three is good. Oway was right in his face.
These guards, man. These Florida guards, they're going to be a handful all season long. Timeout.
104-98. Kentucky doesn't use the timeout, so getting it into Robinson, and he's fouled by Richard. But it was getting late in that count.
You don't want to give that official any chance to miscount, because for sometimes that 5 seconds turns into about 3.5.
Yeah. So it'll be Jackson Robinson walking to the other end on the day when he's gone over 1,000 points for his career. He's got 2 shots. First time at the line today. 80% of the season. Everything's 2 shots. Good. 13 for Robinson.
Boy, this has been an awesome game.
17 of
awesome.
23 at the line today for Kentucky. 74%. Second shot, perfect. 106-98. Clayton goes down the lane, scoops it up at the rim, and it rolls around and drops in. 33 for Clayton, but only 5.6 seconds left. And Kentucky was getting ready to inbound the ball, but whistles blew. I'm not sure why.
Well, I know exactly what's happening here. Is that ball went around the rim probably 2 or 3 times. And I think that clock stopped as soon as it was on, like it would have gone down the first time.
Okay.
So what Mark
there may be fewer seconds.
Yeah, so there might be 0.7 seconds or something off of the clock, because they stopped it before it went through the net.
Because it looked like it was just going to go right in, and then it just kind of looked like it was going to come out and back in.
Yes.
And,
Yes, so I think that's what they're talking about. I don't know if it'll add any more time or take any off the clock. I'm not sure about that, but I would definitely check it.
106-100 Kentucky with 5.7 seconds to play. And if this league season is going to be like this game, woo!
Yeah, it's going to be
stressful.
0.2 of a second.
5.5 seconds. Good catch on that.
Yeah, I looked up there, and all of a sudden the clock was stopped on that second rotation, and I'm like, hold it.
But what that did is it allowed Florida now to set its press.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, they don't have any timeouts, so they've got to come up with 6 points in 5.5 seconds with no timeouts, and they don't have the ball. Brea looking. He's going to throw it up into front court to Carr, and Carr makes the contested catch, throws it out to Butler, and the game is over. Wow, what a catch by Carr. He chest bumps Kobe Brea as Kentucky wins its SEC opener over the Gators, 106-100.
Wow, what a game. What a game.
Amen to that. This is the UK Sports Network.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Arkansas playing for Coach Cal. Still tied at 12. We've been there for a while. Top of the key, Dubar. Dubar, give and go to Lanier, goes in, lays it up and in.
All right, Chad. All right. That is your final. Florida is no longer undefeated. Kentucky 106. Florida 100. The Wildcats get the win. Next Wildcat telecast here on Valhalla Sports Talk is in 3 days against the Georgia Bulldogs. Okay, Okay, shortly here I'm going to scroll down and show you all the team stats for both teams. So Florida ended up shooting. Oh, they took it away. They just took it away from me, y'all. The final line, though, was -3. The Wildcats were favored by 3.5 on the final line. 166 the over-under. The over-under in this game was crushed. Absolutely crushed. But here are your individual player stats for this game. I'll leave those up there for a moment for those of you that had bets or parlays that are working. Appreciate the subscription, Evan Smith. No problem, Doug. As I mentioned, we'll be doing another Kentucky basketball stream in 3 days against the Georgia Bulldog. So Florida was at number 6 before this game. Kentucky sitting at 10. You got to imagine they might swap positions in the next coaches poll. Tennessee, Arkansas just started on ESPN. The 23-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the number 1-ranked Tennessee Vols. I will not be streaming that game. On the Go with CeeLo is a big Tennessee fan. He is currently streaming that contest. If you want to go check him out, he's a good dude. All right, a little business for the channel. We ended up with 78 likes on this stream. Not too bad for college basketball for me, especially as I mentioned when you're going against channels that are actually showing the contest against YouTube's terms of service. At one point, I think we had close to 300 in the chat, but 11,000 views, and I thank you all so much for joining us here today on the channel. As I mentioned before, I'm going to take about a 2-hour break here, and then we've got 2 NFL games on the channel. 2 NFL games as part of our triple header coverage today on the channel that does it all. Cleveland Browns versus Baltimore Ravens starts at 2:30 Mountain Standard Time. And then later tonight, Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. The Bengals versus the Steelers. That other Kentucky stream is scheduled for the 7th of January at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and it's Kentucky at Georgia. Shelby Minnick in the house. I'm at work. Only 1.5 hours remaining. Let's go Vikings. Let's go. Tomorrow, a triple header on the channel that culminates with the Vikings taking on the Lions, trying to be the number 1 seed in the National Football Conference going into the NFL playoffs. And they also are trying to win that NFC North division title. We'll see you, Miss Shelby. We'll see you, girl. We will see you, girl. If you have not, as I mentioned before, we've had a lot of new viewers to the channel in the last 2 weeks, and right now my analytics are telling me that I suck. Currently, 95% of the people that watch Valhalla Sports Talk streams are not currently subscribed to the channel. So if you'd be so kind, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to try to help me get to 100 likes for this one, just exit out of the chat, hit that like button, come back in. So that's it. That's all she wrote. The final, Kentucky 106, Florida 100. Oops. Thanks for the stream with the radio broadcast audio. Been good to hear at work today. God bless y'all. Thank you so much, Rocky Lee. Thank you so much, man. All right, y'all. I'm going to bounce out of here. As I mentioned, I'll see you later for the NFL streams. Be safe. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday, y'all. Beautiful day here in southern Arizona. The sun is out. Maybe I'll get out there and try to be less pale. But we'll see you in the next one. I want to say good day, Gracie. My girl Gracie over there back east. My ghost of the channel. And thank everybody that was here for this one. But we'll see you later today here on Valhalla Sports Talk.